we'll have to just wait and see. Obviously, I mean, RB in his own right, very capable of fragging. I think that that's not the biggest concern here. It's more about the shifting around of everybody else's roles that I have some pause with. Francis moving over to Omen, you know, Exos going back over to the Initiator. That's where I kind of have the most concern. But if we follow the trail of
hello, welcome back!
Basically, they say, okay, we're playing Ascent.
Holy shit!
X-Ross can't play Jet. Dambi
welcome back!
Hasn't gone super well. Who
to the live stream, भाई साहब, भाई मैं लेट आया, तो मैच भी लेट चालू हो रही है, and I am on time, baby!
Last week, 0-2 out of
Let's
week 1.
go!
They come into week 2 with quite a job at hand to try to recover
On
the split.
time!
Do it. Kicking things off here against GE, who
देखो,
by the way,
अभी तुम लोग LL लिख रहे हो, लेकिन अगर बाद में मैंने बता दिया मैं क्या कर रहा था, तो चुपचाप WWE लिखना, ठीक है ना? ठीक है ना?
onto that Yoru, he looked fantastic against full.
Let's go, G! Fighting me up finally
It's
here!
going to be a tough day at the office for Nongshim, and they might be starting 0-3.
Let's go! ओए, किक पे भी स्ट्रीम चालू हो चुकी है. किक पे बस टाइटल चेंज कर दो ना, mods.
Spurring them on. You can see right there, last play Jet 2022.
There you go.
In July.
Well,
so we are 4 years.
Prediction मत करो, अभी नहीं लगेगा, कोई मॉड आने पे लगेगा. अभी मेरे को थोड़ा settle down होने दो.
Yeah, there's definitely no intricate movement.
Let's go! We are back! G versus Nongshim. Here we go.
See if he's going to be able to hold on. As
G defense start कर रही है, Ascent है. Oh, G का pick है. Okay.
Here in Pacific, when it comes to Ascent, that opening pistol.
Dambi on Neon.
To be seen, said Global.
RB on Jet!
Here at B lobby, they're ready for this trap.
Francis
fall
on
into it is the question.
Omen. Oh my god.
Nongshim are headed in that direction. It's going to be a difficult one to get
Yo.
past, particularly if that paranoia from Patman does connect.
Well, there's that first contact. Hasn't needed it yet. Now will be sent flying. Tuck in behind the box. Extros and Francis trying to stay in cover, but Autumn able to find a kill.
Nice.
Peels back one. RB will get taken down, and this is a very good trap sprung here. Is Ivy now going to be found in mid as well?
Yeah,
is this going to be easy?
GE, exactly as you'd like
is
it
this
to
going
go.
to be so easy for us to watch, chat?
That first kill goes the way of GE because they have so many players there.
Love you, Saifi bhai, yaar.
Continue trading that down easily and effectively. And not much chance for Nongshim unless they win this exact duel right
is this going to be easy for us, chat?
You sort of have those numbers that can sort of stabilize the situation, and good shot hit by Autumn, and at that point.
आज आषाढ़ी एकादशी है दोस्तों, सभी को आषाढ़ी एकादशी खूब खूब शुभेच्छा. तो आज सुबह उठते साथ वो मम्मी का रील बना रहा था मैं, मम्मी का रील बना के अभी मैंने 5 मिनट में एडिट करके मैं लाइव आया हूँ. वो सैड हो रही थी, उससे बन रहा नहीं था, लेकिन मैंने कैसे तो करके उसको made sure she makes it, and I'm live now.
RB will be able to get one, but much more able to be found here as Extros just staying tucked into the corner. Ivy once again going on a walkabout, trying to see if he can get anything done.
Why वो क्या मारा अभी उसने उसको ऊपर वाले को?
Left hand side is Crystal. Okay.
Game sound कम लग रहा है ना, मेरे को तो लग रहा है बहुत ज़्यादा.
Clean shot. Survives the health and overall pretty clean anti-eco.
I needed that headshot to survive. You'll take it as GE, that's for sure.
मैंने desktop audio पूरा कर दिया.
Obviously for GE already. Patman, who might have started slowly last week, had a much better performance earlier on this week. He seems to be on the board early. Autumn as well, very happy to make these aggressive moves on the Yoru that we saw him having so much success with in that game against Full Sense as well on the defense. So early days, but pieces looking pretty good so far for GE. Always nice to see Yudatan fragging early as well.
Calling for a judge. He's got it in hand. He's going to look to try to ruin their day.
I'm not sure that he's going to really be too proactive with that, though. He's holding by a tree. You can't push.
Dambia का neon नहीं चल रहा ना chat. Nongshim 2-0 down है बंटा है.
Long range.
They have lost 2 games this season.
For the moment, maybe come pivoting back over.
अगर Nongshim का ये stage अच्छा नहीं जाता है,
who does have that?
There is a chance they won't make it to the champs.
Look here.
Trying to make this peak.
Because वो लोग kick off जीते सिर्फ.
Suspicion confirmed, but also he's going to have that quick little exit, so we'll take the gate crash.
उसके बाद में उन लोगों ने कुछ अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस नहीं दिखाया.
Re-wrap over to heaven. Meanwhile, Nongshim re-wrap.
But क्या एक मास्टर्स जीतने से उन लोग का चैंपियंस कंफर्म हो जाता है? I don't know.
Just now coming through.
I don't know.
They'll look to clear that out, and overall, that's not going to be a ton of info gained for Global.
No, but
sorry, Masters. वही kick off वाला जो भी है, मतलब पहला वाला जो Masters था वो जीते वो लोग.
By GE, so they get that early information, and as a result, Autumn is already back on his way to B.
Yeah, double check over to main off the back of that paranoia sense, so now they're starting to get the key information that they need.
तो अगर नोंगशिम का स्टेज 2 रन अच्छा होता है तो नोंगशिम क्वालिफाई हो जाएगी चैंप्स के लिए तो पेपर एक्स भी क्वालिफाइड नोंगशिम भी क्वालिफाइड ब्रो बोनस राउंड जीत रहे क्या अपन Two guys on backside.
Crystal looking for a second there from Boats. Will end up falling.
Oh,
Autumn going to be caught as well, but Javi's still here playing
it
silently now.
Oh shit! Oh shit! We won the bonus!
Yuthon gets a piece of the action, and that's just going to be Francis dead. Bonus is converted. And uh-oh, Global Esports still looking good.
I mean, they're looking great, aren't they? They are just reading this game to perfection. They have their players where they need them to be. They're making the moves at the right times. They're getting that info outside of A main, like we highlighted. Autumn very quick over to the B site, but what's also more important is that was a really well-played round by Harvey, just sitting back in that boat shed. You're not necessarily expecting that double up as Nongshim.
3-0 is
so he
crazy.
buys his time so nicely, gets that crucial kill.
G completely different from stage 1. True. From stage 1?
Everything working.
Stage 1 में भी तो G ने अच्छा ही किया था bro. क्या बोल रहे हो आप?
Investment here. It's going to be rough around the edges for Nongshim. So let's listen
आप kick off की बात कर रहे हो.
Sound like as they try to pull off a thrifty here in round number 4.
레디. 투박을 한다. 수박 치고 망사. 하나, 둘, 셋. 헤븐, 제트 헤븐. 자, 막샷.
와우.
헤븐들. 리테인 듯. 하나 더. 헤븐 하나 더. 조심. 아울로. 가다 숨어 있어라. 헤븐들. 조심해. 나 스모크 안 돼. 15초야. 빠를게. 헤븐들. 헤븐 안 나오게 빨아서 나 슛만 볼게. 헤븐 안 나오게 빨아서 싸워. 나 왼쪽도 아까 볼게. 나 젠나카 뭐.
ये ऑटम भाई ये वाली स्किन क्यों लगाते हैं? बेकार सी लगती है.
헤븐 벌렸는데.
Off to a very good start. Just RB. Casualty on the entry. 3 more players trying to make this thrifty go. One weapon being recovered. The drop down Crystal want to be taken out of the equation, and Autumn cannot find anything else. It's going to be a thrifty pulled off here as Xross gets the 3K and Nongshim get on the board.
Yeah, a little bit awkward for GE. The initial defense on A just not quite going their way. And when you inevitably are having to push all together from the same line, and it's going to get a little bit awkward at that point. You thought when Unitown picks that kill up, you're like, okay, well, this round is pretty much over. But 2 headshots from 2 different sheriffs. Ivy and Xross getting the crucial kills in the round, and at that point, yeah, just a flood back in. You're all coming from one angle. It's a little bit too easy for Nongshim to cover. They've retrieved a couple of weapons there as well. So a bit of a mishap, but for GE, they'll look at that and hope that it's just going to be a small speed.
3-man push by G. Ek vines chali gaya. 2 guys on main. Oh, this ult is good.
Taking that first blood there. Downbe's going to be struck down. RB still looking for the entry. Dashes in, but Francis will find Patman. Oh, still out into the open though. Now Autumn finds the kill. Immediately puts the mask on.
3v3, लेकिन Autumn 1 HP है.
Well, he doesn't have a real exit strategy here. Just has to push back into A main, give up the space, and maybe try to get something done here from main now.
All he has to do is be annoying. He can get himself one or even draw some attention away. But with Crystal falling now, he
ये अगर गार्डन वाला किल मिलता ना तो फिर निकल सकता था गेम, but अभी नहीं. Not possible है.
To the corner.
Would be bold.
He also very easily wall banged through that box, so maybe just a fake and then a swing on it. Trying to see if he could bait them. Yeah, will just be that fake going through. They spot it out though. Know that he's still going to be a main, even though they still haven't been able to take him down.
कोई दिक्कत नहीं. Hello Javad bhai. Hello Guldu. Hello Shian.
We'll just have to try to back away and hold on to this Odin. So it's going to be a second round built up here for Nongshim.
Yeah, the difficulty there with Crystal.
Where's your IM? I have it, but मैं use नहीं करता.
Autumn to be the one to kind of push the issue back into the site. You don't really have the ability as the guy coming through from heaven to really have that much impact.
He's found him.
Harvey will go
Champions Vandal बेकार है. तुम लोगों को मालूम मैंने Autumn भाई से जब पूछा था कि what Vandal is the most overrated Vandal skin, तो Autumn भाई ने बोला था Champions 2021 Vandal. वो सबसे overrated है वो बोलते. Is that real or fuck it, chat? Do you guys agree to that?
But 2 quick trades through from Nongshim. They roll their way over that site. That I think was the crucial kill in my mind. Crystal losing that duel makes that retake so much harder for GE. Apparently Nongshim's pretty happy with things.
Yeah, a little bit of body bomb going on there. Vibe starting to pick up, maybe just needing to find their footing here. Like you said, get back on the bike, shake off the rust a little bit. Let's see though, I mean, still very good opportunity for them to more than rescue this half.
और माँ शॉट पुश करके मार दी. ये लोग बी मेन पे क्या कर रहे हैं लोग इतना स्लो?
We do hit that halftime break, but Domby dead.
5 जन बी मेन पे ही खड़े थे.
Early advantage in the hands of Global. See if that can translate into a round win on their own half buy.
Hefty defense over towards B, and remember, Autumn can come across pretty quickly as well. There are some upgraded weapons. Rifle here for Crystal.
Ding kaya wo!
Down 10 health.
He still got one!
But the trade back is going to be
Oh,
good.
wow,
Oh,
what
it's
a
second,
boy
and now
too.
suddenly it is just Ivy. Left standing in a 1v3.
Crystal's just got to survive for now, try and provide time for that rotate to come across. This is a good force from GE.
Tap of the door. They know that he hasn't evacuated the area. Paranoia going to be sent flying. The peek in, spots them all out.
कोई चैट स्क्रीन टियर हो रहा है क्या ये?
No way to try to get this planted. He has to take the fight to them. And as he tries, Yudaton will strike him down. So Global Esports not quite a thrifty, but damn near close. Will stop no
स्क्रीन टियर लग रहा है क्या?
Yeah, it's a nice recovery from GE. Things got a little bit awkward, a little bit messy in the mid there, but
है ना?
responded quite nicely. Crucial kill again from Crystal.
इन लोग का स्ट्रीम हो रहा है शायद. हाँ, main feed हो रहा है. Main feed tier हो रहा है.
Impressive here on Ascent. This is fast becoming, I would say, his best map.
Main feed tier हो रहा है. POV shots नहीं हो रहे.
Very, very comfortable on the
ये देखो
Euro.
ये वाले इसमें हो रहा है.
We started to see that a little bit more from GE the deeper we go into this split as well.
अभी नहीं हो रहा.
Oh. Is that a whiff? It didn't actually get the ping reveal on the Autumn, I don't think.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, a bit off.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Thanks, Ross. It's been a
Pasha.
little while since he's been playing so.
Pasha.
Now, Patman.
Good recon.
Absolutely
Oh
right
my.
the day.
Oh, come on!
Hot shot through. X-Ross going to be struck down, and they get out scot-free.
Good
Not
flash.
a lick of damage going to be suffered at all here on the Global Esports side of things.
Nongshim just so tentative to go around that corner. They know there's multiple players there, so
Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful.
decide to slow things down.
Aim in control भी है. क्या
You're
बात
still
है?
going to have to push your way in at some point, and it's a slow progression from Nongshim rather than a committed hit this time around. They do take that tree control. They got a little bit of space in mid here as well. Danby starting to work the angles. GE hunting for info. It might be Autumn's job now on A to make a bit of a push and see what he can see. For now, just calling to the team, there's nothing here. You can rotate off, and again, GE set up pretty well for this hold.
Spotted out RB. Here's the approach.
Dojan
coming
side
through.
पे
Gumby
again.
trying to
They
lead the
know
charge.
Dojan side
Bobby on that
रहेंगे.
peak, just trying to play in Crystal. Tucked in
Oh,
behind
but
the
this
box.
is
Maybe he'll
beautiful.
find
This
himself
is
a second
beautiful
kill.
by Crystal.
Just not fast enough reactions from Nongshim
3v2.
and Ivy.
Autumn बहुत दूर है.
Very snappy on that one. The pace out has to back around the corner. 24 health.
I must wait.
Clear the camera. This puts a lot more pressure on RB's shoulders.
I mean, Ivy's stuck. There's nowhere for him
He's
to go. They're going to
completely
try
pinned
and dig him out.
Ivy ला मारा.
Breaking the door and
Nice.
falling. Makes that a
Nice.
catastrophe. Clean retake here from Global.
I have to say, GE are really playing a fantastic game on a fundamental level. You know, this is nothing too
Bro,
fancy
G
necessarily from them. You
defense
don't
में
see
B
any
पे देखो
individuals kind of
हमेशा
popping off,
Crystal
winning
और
touches, anything
Killjoy
like
और
that,
Sova
but
रहते
just the
हैं.
way that they're holding the
But
sides
every
and playing
single time
off
वो लोग
each
backside
other,
रहते हैं. ये
that
बार
early fight
Crystal
making
बाहर
for
आके
both
खेल रहा था वो
sheds, so
box
it
पे.
opens the door up a little bit for the
That's
2K
actually
to
good.
come in from the side. GE are playing off of each other really, really nicely. Looking very comfortable. This was a little bit fortunate, but a nice sort of heads-up play. And Crystal's only able to do that because I think it was Harvey at the backside that had already taken the contact.
भाई
They were a
गेम
little
का
bit
वाच
concerned,
मतलब पूरा
preoccupied
ओवरऑल
with
स्ट्रीम
where
का वाच
Harvey
कम आ
is.
रहा है क्या बहुत?
And then Crystal gets the easy 2K. So the setups are looking great from GE. They're hitting the shots that they should be hitting. They're up 5-2.
अभी सही आ रहा है मेरे को. अभी सही आ रहा है.
We
I mean, मेरे
high
को सही आ
hopes
रहा है.
for RB coming onto this jet, and so far that has not
तुम
been
लोगों को भी सही आ
delivered.
रहा है?
No, not at all. Although, in his own right, does have 3. Dambi has really been the one struggling here so far. A couple early, somewhat unlucky picks on himself, but needs to start getting activated now.
Oh, ये बार मिड पे किल मिल गया लेकिन 3 जने अभी मिड पे.
Doesn't want to re-swing that corner.
100%. B-side's
Play
going to
this
be
back.
taken.
Paranoia ends up going out wide.
Nah,
Ivy
bro.
completely missing the mark on that
Batman
one. Ivy
थोड़ा
will be able
वो
to
कर
collect.
दिया.
Clone to lead the way. This double phase going to be going in.
No,
And Ivy nearly.
bro. Ivy getting
He's gonna be able to
3
find that
on
reset.
mid.
Either way, he has bought an immense amount of
3
time
जन
and
मारा
space
उसने
for the
मिड
rest of
पे.
the team to get that spike
अकेले ने.
planted.
Diabolical round by G.
For the 2 remaining players on Global, this is fairly unassailable. You've got cash. You can absolutely try to put a dent in them, but Dambi's went away from an overdrive. X-Ross not too far from having that
Okay,
Hyperion
Necros,
online,
bye.
so giving them the charge, probably not worth the risk.
I agree. It's an impossible retake, you'd think. Give that one up. I mean, you'd put that down to just a bit of individual brilliance from Ivy, really. He gets the 3K in that round. First kill, he pops that neural theft. And so, I'm not sure that that's going to be something that Nongshim can take too much heart in just
अरे
yet.
चैट ये
Particularly
इसका
if they lose a
इशू
couple
है.
more guns on the way out
Stream का
here.
इशू है.
That one you're allowed to lose out on. That was just RB with the knives. Dambi wanting this kill.
I don't think
they're
they're winning this.
Operator
ऐसा
out, make
क्यों
sure
भाई?
he has to rebuy it, but won't quite be
Yo,
able to displace Autumn.
yo.
He gets tucked in. Gun gonna be saved.
Autumn को
Third round found here for Nongshim.
Hunt कर रहे
More
भाई.
damage dealt.
Yeah. Not necessarily going to be a replicable round, though. It's just big individual stuff from Ivy. Good kill to start things on Yutatan, and then...
भाई एम्बिड पे आईवी को मारने के चक्कर में ना गेम खत्म हो गया.
Nice and clean from Ivy as GE tried to salvage that round, but kind of ran into a brick wall.
गेम बच गया.
Do you have Yutatan with the overdrive here? Not Yutatan, Danby, I should say. See what comes from that for Nongshim.
All the while, though, it's
Oh,
getting
shit.
closer
Oh,
to this
shit.
next Hunter's Fury. It would be a second one.
How is he alive? How is he alive?
I think team's going to have to be really prepared for GE on this ascent. They are looking fantastic on this map, particularly Autumn on the Yoru.
Another punch out. Alpha
Oh
gonna be
wow,
RB.
Javi gets one in spam.
Eliminated this Javi. Finds that kill.
Oh.
TP gonna be burned. Danby on the peak.
Oh,
Is able to find
Danby.
Autumn and Crystal. Gets himself a third. And okay.
Bhai sahab.
Seems like he might have just woken up a bit.
Yeah, Danby just got a little bit too much space.
Spike planted.
Doors open.
Camera set up, cheeky little spot there in
मारने
the
लग
mid.
गए भाई ये लोग.
It heard the
ये
footsteps.
एक एक जन तीन तीन मारेगा
Sure
तो
as
राउंड
well.
निकलेगा ही भाई.
Knew that approach is going to be coming in, but that second little added layer of protection, now a tripwire on this market exit.
Oh
Danby,
my
that's a
God,
little bit of an
on,
overheat.
Udo, come
Doesn't
on,
quite
Udo.
have to go for that one, but
Enemy remaining.
Ivy's here to pick up the pieces. But now into a 1v2. Patman, he's going to like his odds on this.
Certainly will. Try and get a bit more space with that dark cover. Hasn't seen either of these two players just yet. Has no idea exactly where they are. Ivy drops now into the 1v1.
beat out कराया है भाई उसको.
There's no shock darts, but he just
Yes to half it यार.
Hold the half the swing to come.
What the hell?
And he's got it. He's absolutely got
No
it.
way.
Nongshim
No.
handing
Where did he want
over
that?
the keys to the kingdom in a Red Bull clutch into the hands of Patman.
What?
Because they overheat, they overpeak.
क्या
There is
through
no
किया
way he
Nongshim
should be
ने
getting
ये?
away with that. I mean, it was looking pretty grim. Danby gets an insane 3K to get into the site for
What the
Nongshim,
hell?
and then brilliance from
What a
Patman
throw!
again. So cool in the
What a
clutch.
throw! Oh my god!
You would think it's impossible. And there was really nothing given to him necessarily. I mean, Ivy going down there, sure, could have he played a
भाई
little bit
साइफर को
safer
क्या
maybe,
बेट
but
कराया है
I
उसने
don't
भाई.
think there was any massive mistakes really made by Nongshim in that 2v1.
What?
It's just Patman
it
doing
should've-
what he does.
It should have never gotten to that point, but also
True.
you could just stay tucked, wait for a tap of the spike, then activate, then start moving together, rather than allowing him to get these isolated picks.
With
That
main
is-
dictator.
That should have been an unlosable round for Nongshim.
Could be a very losable round. In fact, actually for Nongshim here.
He's trying to make that judge go, and will be Yutatan able to find the
क्या
one. but now
बात है,
Javi out of
बढ़िया
the
ult,
box here. He
बढ़िया
picks up that,
ult
Duel
भाई.
is dead. Paranoia
Flash
sent over towards
again.
Cat.
Boom,
Charles
boom,
will be able to
boom.
find the one, but he's completely blinded up, and Patman will just run him down. Swap over to the gun. It's a right click across. Ivy down to 30. Now, very much similar scenario for Nongshim, where it feels like this should be impossible, and it would take a hell of a lot for Global to end up surrendering this one over.
Spike down.
That's on
A.
the shot from Autumn. Cleans up Ivy, and he very much has a bead on where Francis is coming from. That drone will confirm the info, and another easy 2K for Autumn. GE are powering through this first half.
And now here's my big question. As the timer continues to tick, not this previous round, the one before that, the one that Nongshim absolutely should have had done.
अच्छा गेम प्ले चल रहा भाई जी का तो.
We still have not seen a timeout call.
भाई डैम्बी ने 3 किल मारे थे
Just
उस
last
राउंड में.
week,
3
I
किल.
watched Silken call a timeout after they lost a pistol. How is there no intervention after a massive overheat round? Like the one we saw 2 rounds ago. Maybe they just
Let's go,
really
Nikhil
believe in this
bhai.
defender's side. But I feel like they absolutely need everything they can get from this attack.
Yeah, you certainly have to be pretty confident in your second half, your second map
Javi
even
सब पे
potentially at this
Javi.
point as well for Nongshim, because this is starting to look a bit
Batman
like a
नहीं मान
foregone
रहा.
conclusion.
अरे मान गया.
From Ivy.
Nice kill from Ivy.
They're all left out again.
अरे मिड से आगे. मिड से आगे
Solid
पाशा.
start more than Adami.
अरे
Able to
जिगल
find
जिगल के
Yutatan
चक्कर में
before
मर
the
गया
door
रे.
gets shut. So, okay. Can they close
Nice.
this is the question. Patman's
Oh.
still standing and Dami now dead. Gets us back into a 3v3. Mind you, there is still a lockdown available and the spike is stranded in market.
Yeah, that's not a good place for it to be. Quite difficult to actually retrieve. The drone's going to find it as well. Patman!
Oh, he almost got the second as well, bro.
Alone.
2v2.
Nice retrieve.
Ooh, the reveal. That's
He's
more
low.
damage going to be found. Ivy is down to 14 health.
Oh my god.
And again, Crystal, he's just been tabling this lockdown. He hasn't needed to invest this at all.
अड की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी, ऐसे ही मार देंगे देखना।
Nongshim just pausing, hoping to draw GE.
मेन खेल रहा है अभी आईवी।
Eventually they're gonna have to make a move.
Ivy's going to change up the position. He's going to try to.
Oh,
see if
his
he can catch
position
them
is
off guard, make
good.
them think and
Never
hope that they
mind.
believe that both players are playing there within the side. But lockdown now going to be
Oh my
invested.
God, they are
onto
so
Francis,
cool.
tagged through the wall.
Where do you go?
You have to go forward. It's the only recourse. There's nothing else to do. You have to try to swing that corner, but Avi will have him dead for market. The Odin will be carried over. It's an 8th round for Global Esports. And as they go into the last round of the half, Nongshim again just don't have much money.
Yeah, the fundamentals also, again, just
ऑपरेटर देख के कोई भी को भूलने का मन करता है।
अबे
यार छोड़ो यार वो बातें
no
यार।
matter what the situation
छोड़ो
is,
कल की बातें भाई।
matches comfortable to
अभी भी उसी में अटके हो यार आयुष भाई।
even when they
बेचारे
lose
को
the
कितना
opening
बीटी
pick or
होता
two,
रहेगा भाई तभी तो।
recovery is great.
उसने आई गेस तभी ट्वीट भी डाला था। सब लोग उसकी ईयर
I
भगाते
think it
थे।
was that kill from downtown.
Thank you so much for the
really
six.
changed the way this round
Yura!
actually played out. That was the one that caught the spike in
Ayush
market.
Pasha.
Had they had it
Thank you so much.
in the 3-on-3, Nongshim might have been able to walk their way into that B site, get a quicker plan, and put that time pressure back on GE. But they had to go on a bit of a recovery mission first.
It's a 3v5 at its peak.
Indeed.
And now you're going into the last round of
WC
this
the
half.
chat for Ayush everyone.
Half armor's abound. The operator's still in hand. The Odin's still there. Dimensional drift. The next Ross needs to find something with his Hunter's Fury. It feels like his Patman. Are you sticking that? X-Ross is not watching for it. And there goes your ult.
W.
The one you had, the one that he had just built up, it's gone.
अगला।
And it's for a second.
कौन अगलेला दो?
He's going to be able to get so much more.
कौन तेरी अगलेला?
Still, it is causing such a ruckus for Nongshim that it's kind of eaten away at about a minute's worth of their time to play this round. Not to mention, like you said, the Hunter's Fury out of the picture as well, so you're limiting the resources of Nongshim. If they can even find themselves a plan here, they're going straight into the setup in mid.
Nice shot,
Being
Udo.
killed, the knife's down. He ends up finding himself a second. And I think it's time to stick a fork in this, at least for the half, because this is donezo.
The greatest of some time.
Dami maybe could try to make me eat my words, but
Ulvi
nope, he
G
is
का
blinded up,
Ferran रिश्ता,
absolutely
greatest of
screwed. It's going to be
sometimes.
9-3 Global Esports.
नहीं बात।
Well
फेरान से कंपेयर मत
Yeah,
करो।
100% this
सालो।
change up from Nongshim
World
has
Cup winner
not
goal
worked.
मारा है
We'll
उसने।
maybe get to see whether or not RB has
Ayush
some
भाई,
more
thank you for
success
the
on the defense on
3
that jet.
euros, Pasha. 9-3 half.
Really dominated by
9-3
GE.
half on
I think there was a
defense.
couple of rounds in there as well where you'd look at it and say
It's
Nongshim
kinda
probably could
scary.
have won
Lassi bro,
maybe
lassi.
two more. They were in
मदर का reel
advantageous
डालते हैं
positions
भाई।
a couple of times that they really did let
Thank you
slip,
so
and
much for
that
the
has
3
cost them
euros, Ayush
dramatically
bhai.
with that scoreline.
Yeah, at least 2 rounds.
Yes.
Colossally tossed.
Yeah.
So this absolutely could have been a 7-5.
You can't afford that, especially like at this level, right? You know, I think you say, okay, we're only in week 2.
अबे
Right?
यार,
We've got
download
time
नहीं हो
to
रही
kinda
reel.
come back into this split, and you know, there's a changed up format this time around. But let's be real, you're going to be 0-3 right now after 2 weeks of play. It cannot be a good time to be in the Nongshim camp, right? That's going to be a mental breaker. On the other hand, you're obviously potentially giving these championship points over to a team like GE, who is, by the way, right on your heels. So
Guy with
I
100
think this
rupees
is the
रुद्र
worst
एक
case
सेकंड
scenario
में
really
पढ़ता हूँ मेरे
for
भाई।
Nongshim. Early days, obviously, in this game, but if it continues the way that it has so far, GE are going to walk away with a win, and they're going to walk away with a 3-0 start to the season, and all the momentum that comes with that as well.
I mean, coming into this, Nongshim was already kind of handicapped a little bit because of just the map draft alone. They've been perma-banning the Summit, especially after what Global showed.
Sure.
On Summit, you have to continue to ban that, but that just allows for Global to be like, okay, well, you've been looking pretty rough on Ascent, so we just pick that, and it should be pretty much a guaranteed map win. But then Nongshim still continue to try to change up the roles here. It feels like we're back in stage 1, where, you know, Yoru just gotten nerfed. They were putting,
Trying to figure things out.
you know, Dambi on Phoenix, putting him out there, and having Francis play Neon. It feels like we're kind of back to that, but it doesn't need to be that way. I think if they just stuck with the comps that they had been running and just shored those up, you'd be finding a lot more success compared to what we're seeing at the moment.
Well, unfortunately, you're not in the coaching booth for Nongshim.
Could do. It's like a 20-second walk. It's got to go down the stairs.
Yeah. I don't know how the language barrier would go. I mean, you've got a bit of
Pardon
Korean
me.
under your belt.
Well, I mean, I think I could get through.
Yeah.
You go, this comp, Suregi.
I have no idea what that means,
I'm
but...
trying out. It means trash.
Okay.
Not liking it so far.
Yeah, fair enough. GE trying to make their entry into B here.
Okay. Well, X-Ross able to find himself a second and third now.
तीन मार दिया।
It's like maybe they can just find this
1v2,
pistol. Is on
winnable.
running out of bullets.
Nice.
Turns
One
to the
HP.
side, cleans up Ivy, and now gets it down into a 1v1.
He
X-Ross
has to
low
get
on health.
4.
Takes a TP Xross not really buying it. Now has it confirmed. The swing, the reset,
No bullets!
and Autumn
Oh
gets
my
it done!
God!
Xross ran out of bullets.
Xross
And
ने भी
Autumn at
तीन
that
मारे
point,
ना?
he knew he had
Oh
it.
shit!
10 and 3. GE can do no wrong on Ascent. Another clutch goes their way. That was just an all-out brawl on B, and you thought for a second maybe Nongshim have the numbers. They
Shot,
actually did
yaar.
have the numbers. They had all
Autumn
the players over the B. There was a
Pasha.
pre-rotate. They were ready
chance
for that.
now, no
and
chance,
yet GE
no
still
chance.
somehow find a way to come
Rudra
away
bhai, thank you
with
so
the
much for
win.
the
It's
huge
that
100.
clean kill onto
हर्ष भाई मेरे को
Ivy
वैल्यू में बहुत पैकेट
that
लॉस
Autumn
आता है.
gets that
पिंग
actually
भी
makes
बाय
that
होता है,
possible. If he
हाई
has
होता
to
है.
use any more
गेम
bullets, he
खेला ही
might
नहीं
be in
जाता भाई,
trouble
क्या
there,
करूं
but
बता दो.
in
अपना
the end,
इंटरनेट
he's
कनेक्शन
provided
चेंज
enough
करो.
space by that quick
That's the
kill
only way, bro.
that he can reset
पिंग आया आता है
with the
तो
1v1 to close
सर्वर
that
देखो
round
कौन
out.
सा
And
खेल रहे हो आप.
frankly, maybe close
हॉटस्पॉट
this
पे
map
मत
out
खेलो.
too.
And I mean, I know that you are playing from the defender side, and this isn't a map point for Global, but sure, oh my god, jump scare. Hobby still able to find the one, but
तुम्हारे इंटरनेट
Autumn
कनेक्शन का इशू है.
leaving him to his own devices. Jumps out of there. Meanwhile, Ivy just able to
हर्षित
find the
थैंक
one
यू सो
kill.
मच फॉर द 13 मंथ
But I was
सपोर्ट.
going to
पाशा
say,
सुधर जाओ, टाइम पर आ
I'm still
जाया
shocked
करो.
that I don't see a force
Sorry.
buy here from Nongshim, given the deficit.
Yeah, I think it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. Really, there's not really the right choice per se. Plan's going to go down. Xross and Francis obviously will try to put something together here. And it's not impossible with some sharp shooting, but the lines are long, and you've got a couple of Sharpies on the other side of that. Crystal will fall, but Patman and Autumn do not. And it's a bit of a foregone conclusion. So 11-3, GE claim that round. Nongshim, of course, here do have money for the buy now because they don't buy in that previous round. But essentially what you're asking for them is now 10 in a row. And that is a pretty tough offer.
It rarely happens. It has happened, it can happen, but it rarely happens.
One enemy remaining.
Runbacks like that, about as rare as a 13-0. Shout outs to crew. But 19-7
Daldi,
Autumn has
bhaiyo.
it's just been dumpstering.
It's the same thing as we saw earlier on in the
शांति
league.
से मैच
You know,
देखें.
I think he's really thrown down the gauntlet for GE's opponents going forward to say
हो
beware
गया.
of what we can do on Ascent. And honestly, I'd love to see him on this Yoro a little bit more because it seems like he's just so comfortable on it.
Dash back, RB having
Good
to give up the
flash.
space. Well, down B, okay. Scale forward.
उनका बाय
Over
राउंड है ना,
retreat.
उनको तो जीतना ही है कुछ भी करके.
Yurtan's going to be contained into the corner, and this looks like a good anti-bonus. Surely.
Last player standing.
Yeah, look,
जीत गए
not
Byron.
really too much put into that round by GE. They're kind of just deciding, you know what, we're going to try and walk our way forward, aim dual Nongshim, see what we can do around tree. You're not really seeing much of the attacking side there. They've still kind of kept that in the back pocket.
Yeah.
So it's just a bit of a testing round to see how easily can we actually get through Nongshim today. The answer is, you know, you do actually have to dig a little bit deeper than that, but I think it's worth a try, particularly when you're up 11-3 as GE, just to see what you can get away with.
हाँ अभी गैंग को ज्वाइन कर दे, आ
Might
जाओ.
still be good for at least a
अभी हो
kill
गया
here,
सबका.
but trying to break this high-low.
One would be a dream game.
I mean, hey, if he gets it done,
30
Okay.
seconds left.
smattering of damage. RB down to a one-tap range, but okay, Francis runs back up from main. We'll be able to catch him. A flawless, exactly what Nongshim need if they are going to try to run this back 10 in a row.
अच्छा.
9 now. So with each passing
What is this
round,
game,
it theoretically gets a little bit easier.
Yo,
Nice
G
open pull from
domination.
Danby. He got a couple there as well with the backup of
अरे भाई आप
Francis.
जब
So
से थे तब से बात नहीं करनी मेरे से.
overall,
मैं म्यूट
Nongshim guys can still shoot when they get given the right opportunity. But I suspect what GE is going to have for us on this attack is not really going to give them such easy rounds going forward.
मैं ग्लोबल ई-स्पोर्ट्स
Dambi is trying to
VCT
keep the energy
Pacific
flowing
best team
here for the
घोषित
team.
करता हूं.
Yup.
भाई रुक जाओ.
They are looking
7
like
rounds
that.
up, Global
एक
Esports.
मैप बात करना.
Another full buy behind this.
Nah, it's a 2-0, bro.
Up to match point.
आज मैं आज जीते तो
Nongshim's
I
gonna be able
guess
to get themselves a fifth.
almost guaranteed qualification.
क्या चैंप्स क्वालिफिकेशन?
Playoffs.
ग्लोबल
हाँ,
ई-स्पोर्ट्स
वो-
और चैंपियंस.
वो दस गुड फ्लैश बट उड़ुतान को कनेक्ट नहीं हुआ सिर्फ.
Just go B, I think. Let's just use it on B. Okay.
Omen jet A, guys. Omen jet A.
Let me look this on press. Can you guys go B? I think you ulti from mid, okay? Oh yeah, just push your TP, just shoot your TP. Let's do the simple B. Okay. Let me fake A also.
Coach diff to
I use one spot, just smoke CT, okay? You just go market, okay?
One out, no?
Hey, let me push. This all.
1 HP, 1 HP.
Put mid.
Shit.
Oh no, minus 80, 3 middle, 3
Three
middle.
mid.
Cypher B, Cypher should be B.
Let me just fight them. I cannot smoke you boys. I just smoke market, okay?
Get it on. Able to find RB with that headshot.
Get him,
It
get
wasn't
him, get
quite
no,
1 HP
Ivy
as the
मार
call
दिया
out
side
had
पे.
said, but
Nice
with
one,
that
Paddy.
Vandal will be able to make it so. Hobby now.
डुअल
last
जीत
one
गए वे वो
standing.
लोग. Oh, nice,
Finds way out.
1v1.
This one's down to 45, but he manages to isolate this into a 1v1.
He's got that fast rotate as well. He's going to beat Ivy to the side. Should be able to get a plant down here. Oh, he's going for an open plant. That could be awkward. We'll hear Ivy.
Yeah, here's it. Has to get off of it there for now. Recon to the back, tuck forward into the cage. Ivy just waiting this one. As the drone will come through. The drop down. Just trying to collect it.
He's 1
and
HP.
he's just down. Whittled away to 5 HP.
Oh my god!
I mean, how do they keep getting away with it? GE cannot keep getting away with every single clutch of the game.
It's another one that should be done.
Bro?
That is insanity that he manages to win that out.
Nah, these guys
And
are
unfortunately, Ivy's
insane.
going to be kicking himself, but he's been doing so
Bro,
much
how
to
is
try to keep
every
him
single
afloat.
game he's popping off? Every
He got
single
the pressure
game.
kill, by the way. We got during the listen in there. Autumn was sort of wrapping into that B
Poor
side
ball.
with the dimensional drift, but
Ivy
Ivy knocked him over. Had that kill gone the other way, that's an easy round for GE. In the end, it comes down to the clutch. It doesn't matter. Ivy still drops it.
Ivy
So
के सामने Ivy खेल रहा है
12 to
उसने.
4. Nongshim are getting obliterated right now on Ascent.
I guess when Crystal said 1 HP, he was telling Javi 1 HP is all you need. You've got this.
Oh shit.
The extra 4 was just a bonus, but okay. Early damage found
रुद्र भाई ने
again.
100 रुपए दिया और लिखा मैं खेलता हूँ लैंड केबल पे और अंबानी भाई का नेट है 100 mbps का प्लान है और मैं मुंबई में रहता हूँ फिर भी पैकेट लॉस आ रहा
I
है
feel like I
तुमको
just can't even count these as advantages found.
No.
Until the round is over and it's in the hands of Nongshim, Global
तो
Esports
तुम्हारे
are winning
लैंड
as far
पोर्ट
as
का
I'm
लफड़ा है
concerned.
क्या या लैंड केबल का
Pushing
लफड़ा
the
है
A site here brewing.
क्योंकि फिर तो नहीं आना चाहिए पैकेट लॉस भाई
GE are on their way out.
फिर
They're
भी आ रहा है तो
trying
कुछ
to
तो
negate
लफड़ा है
crash.
या तो पीसी में तुम्हारा कुछ तो राउटिंग का लफड़ा होगा
A lot of mid control established for Nongshim. All it would take for them is to maybe catch one of these players on
बारिश
the
हो रहा
cross,
है
but
नहीं
Exos
मेरा भी
isn't
जियो
that
फाइबर है
far
भाई मैं भी
progressed.
मुंबई में ही रहता हूँ
Harvey's now having a bit of a look. Harvey needs to be careful here.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
you can't be losing that duel
Wow.
as Ivy.
RB needing to deliver
Jijai,
more than
Jijai,
just the one that he was
Jijai.
able to find. Exos in that Hunter's Fury, empty-handed, but does manage to redraw the weapon.
Jijai.
Picking up a kill onto Yutan. 2v3 with a spike not yet brought forward. As Francis strays to the smoke, and now the time is
जीजा
going to be
जीजा
gone.
जीजा
Face in, that's the round done and dusted, unless Patman can kill them both in the
Then
blink
with
of
the
an eye,
28
but Exos can
months
just
on
stay
that
tucked away.
pasha
Francis will find him on that
Arre,
swing, and okay,
हार गए क्या
Nongshim
हम?
staying
देखा नहीं,
afloat
sorry.
for now.
I wasn't really prepared to call a
Round
spade a
out,
spade there just yet for Nongshim because I thought maybe there's still a chance Patman could get this done.
Unad bhai, thank you
We've
for the
seen stranger
28
things in this
months
game.
Rudra thank you so much for the huge 100
12-5 though.
पापा
Little bit of a
प्लेयर भाई ने
fumble
40
from
रुपए
GE.
दिया
This
लिखा
looked
है
like it
हर्ष
was a
भाई
done
बिग
thing, but
एम
that
अच्छा
kill through
कर
the smoke
लेते
into
तो
B main, dropping the
हर्ष भाई
spike.
बिग एम अच्छा कर लेते
It's
तो बिग
kind
एम
of
क्या
just
होता है
bad
अग्रे
luck really there for Autumn. Good spam, you know, good intuition from Francis, but on another day maybe those shots don't hit. So not a concern necessarily just yet for GE. 12-5 scoreline. They've still got a lot of time to close this out, but they will be taking a save in this round. See if maybe Yudotan can have an impact with that Blade Storm.
और मां क्या क्रिस क्रॉस से ये लगाया शॉक
That
डार्ट्स
tail went forward,
trips.
right into one of the trips.
Yeah.
वाओ
Still two
द ट्रिप्स
situated
आर
here to try to get
क्रेजी
that catch. TP pass for the one. Shots ringing out. Francis
कोई
giving
नहीं
away his
फंसा
position.
Oh
It's only
my
5 seconds. Javi
God,
will take it
Francis.
down. Just catching that stray. Meanwhile, slide forward. They knew exactly where Patman had ended up, and they managed to flush him out. So, looking like they're very
दोनों
easily
ट्रिप
going
अभी
to
भी
avoid
चालू है
getting over
एक
the
भी
trip
जन नहीं
this time
फंसा
around.
उसमें पहले
Crystal will still do well to find the one, but
Down A.
not much more for Autumn to do but to swing out and die.
Let's see if he can get something done before that, but in the end, happy
ओए
to
वो
seal
लोग
his
कभी है
fate.
ना
12-6
टीपी चेक ही नहीं
Nongshim.
कर रहे हैं क्या उन लोग को लग रहा है हमेशा वो
You know,
फेक
doing a
टीपी कर
little
रहा
better,
है
I suppose, in this second half, but it's really not
मजा ही आ
enough to
जाएगा एक बार
get too
स्टिक कर
excited
दिया
about
तो
just yet. This is a game that sort of feels like it's in a holding pattern until we get to such a point where Nongshim realistically do feel like they can make this retake or recovery happen, or until obviously
दोस्तों
GE
किक
to
पे भी
eventually
स्ट्रीम हो रही है
close this
पिन
out.
मैसेज में लिंक है
Time out.
हर्ष भाई हम
Wow, they do
मसाले का
exist.
ब्रांड बनाते हैं
But
क्या मम्मी स्पॉन्सर कर सकती है क्या मसाले स्पॉन्सर वाइल मेकिंग वीडियो प्लीज रिप्लाई मी मम्मी कैसे स्पॉन्सर करेगी तेरे को तुम लोग स्पॉन्सर करोगे ना ये क्या प्रपोजल है मम्मी ये करेगी
GE looking so good after Frost left.
Got a lot of time to close this game out, but we saw
G
what
looking
happened
so good
yesterday
after
to
Frost
Khelraay.
left.
Let's not have the same thing happen to
Thank you for the
us.
100 Madhura Is it true, chat? Do you guys feel the same? Frost निकलने के बाद जी ज्यादा better हो गई है.
Platoon just trying to keep the boys jazzed up. Still a very comfortable lead.
Could be yes. Could be yes. Could be yes.
6 more in a row for Nongshim.
Could be a yes.
The moment still feels unthinkable. But into this though, a lot of half armors, 4 players.
DM करो मम्मी के वो इंस्टा वाले अकाउंट पे आप DM करो आपको क्या प्रमोट कराना है क्या नहीं उसके बारे में. It's very early to say. Right.
Patient early setup from both teams. A little bit of movement happening over towards B main for Nongshim. GE are also playing, I mean, a very reserved style in this round, hoping to see anything from
Better नहीं
Nongshim
ऐसा
early
लग
on.
रहा है फ्री हैंड खेल रहे वो लोग.
We'll get a little bit of a slower round out here, which I almost think might play in the hands of GE. Given that, a few of these rounds they've been losing some opening duels. There's been quite a number of sort of chaotic early to mid rounds. If they get a full 5-on-5 take on the A side here with a 2-on-5, how does that go? You'd think GE might just have enough to bust their way through, but they have a couple of trips to get past once again.
Leaning into the weaker stack. One going to be cleared out. X-Ross at the ready with that recon as the paranoia comes through. It's going to be that drop down point blank though, and Uniton winning the fight is Hunter's Fury. They're at Ivy,
Oh
flushes him
my
out to the open.
god, nice
Patman's able to find
shot,
it.
Patman.
Yeah, this might be over now. 3v5 for a retake here for Nongshim. That overdrive surely has to come through here for Danby. He's going to try with the Phantom initially, but taken down. Francis for 2.
Ult भी कर दिया.
Nice.
G-Jai,
RP
baby.
having to do it all, and he just can't get off the starting point. 4K for Patman. And the round close out, as well as the map for Global Esports. 13-6.
Yeah, and they're not even excited about it, which I don't think they necessarily need to be, right? That was a foregone conclusion for quite a while. I mean, they know they've still got a bit of a job to do here for the second map.
Which chat कल तुम लोगों ने फनाटिक वर्सेस ये देखा? फनाटिक वर्सेस टीम लिक्विड. ओ माय गॉड, अगर तुम लोगों ने देखा नहीं ना तो अच्छी बात है तुमने नहीं देखा भाई. Yo, 100 Thieves cooking! एनआरजी ने फूरिया को 2-0 हरा दिया. बट क्लीन गेम तो कल है ना, कल हुआ था. तुमने देखा फनाटिक टीम लिक्विड?
हाँ देखा ना दोस्त.
Bro, that was obligatory.
क्या था?
That was obligatory, bro. I mean, that was. I don't know.
भाई ये तो समझ में भी नहीं आ रहा कि तू क्या बोल रहा है. यूजुअली आ जाता है.
Bro, that was domination.
भाई हाइड्रा भाई कल नाट्स की समिट पे कॉलिंग कितनी ब्यूटीफुल थी पता है?
फॉर्म देखा था नहीं मेरे भाई.
क्या कर रहे थे वो लोग? क्या कर रहे थे?
अरे वो लोग अटैक जीत रहे थे.
ये देखो दोस्तों, मदर इंडिया का रील आ चुका है. चेक मारो. पाटपुट रुको तुम लोग को दिखाता हूँ.
हाँ वो लोग डबल कंट्रोलर खेलते हैं.
वही तो चलता है भाई. मिड से ही जा सकते हैं और तो है
मिड से नहीं मतलब
मेरा काम मस्त है. मम्मी आज एकादशी स्पेशल काय आहे?
उपवासाचा डोसा.
भाई एक्चुअली ये वाला जो पैन है ना, ये वाला पैन गंदा दिख रहा था स्ट्रीम में ही. तो मैं मम्मी को बोला कि यार ये अच्छा नहीं लग रहा, सॉरी इसमें वीडियो में अच्छा नहीं लग रहा. मम्मी को बोला मैं, तो मम्मी बोलती है कि नहीं चलेगा, चलता है इतना. मम्मी फिर बोलती है कि अपने को रेसिपी के लिए एक नया पैन लेना चाहिए. तो फिर है ना इसके ऊपर मम्मी ने ये डोसा बनाया ना जब, तो वो ढंग से बन रहा नहीं था, चिपक रहा था. देखो देखो ये नया पैन आ गया अभी. तो मैंने ब्लिंकिट से फटाक से एकदम अच्छा वाला है ना डोसा वाला पैन मंगा लिया. मम्मी बोलती है अरे मत मंगा, अरे हम लोग कुछ दूसरा बना लेंगे. अरे नहीं, अरे प्लीज इतना खर्चा मत कर. कल अपने को किसने, राहुल भाई ने, उनका नाम भूल गया मैं, कल ऋषभ भाई ने कल ऑलमोस्ट 3000 यूपीआई पे भेजे थे और बोले थे आपकी मम्मी के रेसिपीज बहुत अच्छे होते. मम्मी को मैंने वही बोला कि अरे अगर लोग इतना पसंद कर रहे हैं तो इतना क्यों नहीं डालना इसमें. तो बहुत अरे यार नहीं मंगाना चाहिए. तो 10 मिनट में ये पैन आया और फिर हम लोगों ने ये बनाया, मतलब मम्मी ने बनाया. और भाई और इतना फटफट एडिट किया हूं ना मैं, क्योंकि अपने को 130 को स्ट्रीम करना था. मैं 132 को लाइव आया हूं. देखो ना क्या मस्त बना है. देखो मैंने खाया नहीं अब तक. कैसा दिख रहा है, अरे माँ कसम यूनिफॉर्म पहना है ऐसा लग रहा है यार। भाभी मस्त है ना, साड़ी में आ गई, ठीक है ना, शूट करना है तो। इसको बोला अरे कुर्ता पहन ले, देख लो इसको यूनिफॉर्म पहन के आया ये।
Can you suggest me the best PC build? Budget minus 2 lakh.
वाह 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 वाह। कैन यू सजेस्ट मी द बेस्ट पीसी बिल्ड, बजट 2 लाख। दोस्तों हर्षित भाई को प्लीज सजेस्ट करो। कौन है ये? लियो भाई पूछ रहे। लियो भाई आपको मेरे व्लॉग्स देखना बहुत जरूरी है। मेरा भाई की अभी जस्ट शादी हुई है यार, मैं जब वियतनाम गया उसके पहले। वो तेरा कजिन है या ब्रदर है? रियल ब्रदर है यार। दोस्तों आप लोगों को स्ट्रिक्टली आई विल सजेस्ट यू गाइज टू चेक आउट माई व्लॉग्स। मेरी को पूरी उसमें फैमिली दिखती है यार। यू गाइज आर मिसिंग आउट अ लॉट इफ यू गाइज डोंट नो माई व्लॉगिंग चैनल भाई। उसमें मैंने पूरा भाई का शादी कवर किया है। ये देखो कहाँ गया शादी, हाँ ये देखो ये शादी हुई और दूसरे दिन शादी के मैं वियतनाम पहुंच गया, फिर वियतनाम सीरीज। तो चेक मारो मेरा व्लॉगिंग चैनल भी ब्रो, हर्ष घूम रहा है। पशे। और ये रील चेकआउट करो। पशे। अभी देखते हैं हम लोग चैटअप। पशे। क्या गोरिल्ला आया था शादी में, भाई ने बुलाया था तेरे, फुल सरप्राइज बच्चों को यड़ भगा दी। अ 130 ने 13-0 हराया क्रू। क्या What the freak? What the freak? ये कौन है डंटी ड्यू? वो किधर गया? मजीनो किधर गया? मजीनो जमापुर? मजीनो नहीं, क्या नाम है उसका भाई? मजीनो MIPR में। Bro, what the hell? They are cooked, bro. And फिर next match? अरे माँ मेरे को 1 सेकंड की लगा, नेक्स्ट वाला भी 13-0 है, लेकिन इसमें भी 0 है। लर्श भाई कल 100 उसने क्रू को 13-0 किया है।
13-0 किया, देखा देखा
What the
देखा।
hell?
गेम भी देखा मैंने वो।
पूरिया एनआरजी।
गेम एनआरजी का देखा।
Oh my God, ओटी।
भाई माडा ने कल मारा है ब्रीज पे भाई, माडा और कीको।
I want you to suggest me PC build personally, हर्षित भाई। मैं ये डिपार्टमेंट में सबसे नल्ला पाव इंसान
I
हूँ।
want you to suggest me
पता है?
PC build personally.
फिर लास्ट में 6-14 हुआ या कुछ तो, हाँ समिट पे।
हर्षित भाई ये वाले डिपार्टमेंट में बहुत खराब हूँ, पीसी बिल्ड के सजेशन के डिपार्टमेंट में।
फ्यूरिया को बिगाड़ ही दिया ना, मतलब
हमारे में सबसे गोटेड अगर ये चीज के लिए कोई इंसान है तो वो है हिड्रा भाई है। हिड्रा भाई अभी लाइव कर रहे हैं, हिड्रा भाई को चैट में आप पूछ सकते हो उनको, वो आपको एकदम ही परफेक्ट पीसी बिल्ड सजेस्ट कर सकते हैं। फॉर्म भेजने के बाद भी इग्नोर हो जाता हूँ। अरे मेरे भाई अगर टाइम ही नहीं है देखने के लिए तो तेरे को बताता मैं बनाने के लिए। हेलो टर्बो। चेटअप टाइम। ओ ये कौन सा गेम है बड्डा? ये कौन सा गेम है? इसका ये देखो कितना बड़ा है, इसने ही आधा इसका चेटअप खा लिया है बंटा है। इतना बड़ा भाई, इतना अच्छा कैबिनेट ले गए, इतना पैसा डाल के, फिर भी अगर तू पन्नी नहीं निकाल रहा ना मेरे भाई तो रहने दे, बेच दे इसको, बेशरम। सीओडी है ये, डेल्टा फोर्स होगा, सीओडी का तो वैसा नहीं है। ब्रो व्हाट, ये क्या है चैट? ये दुबई वुबई है क्या? हाँ कसम, इतने अच्छे जगह पे बैठ के इतने अच्छे व्यू में तू वैलोरेंट खेल रहा है? क्या हो गया इस दुनिया को? रैंक डैश, बजट पीसी, 170 हर्ट्ज मॉनिटर। यो ये होता है क्लीनेश्वर सेटअप भाई। एक्चुअली तुम लोगों को है ना क्लीन रखने के लिए सेटअप है ना बहुत इजी है, समझ रहे हो? मेरे को बहुत टफ है यार। मेरे सेटअप पे ट्रिमर है, मेरे सेटअप पे इंची टेप है, मेरे सेटअप पे पार्सल है, मेरे सेटअप पे नुसते रिमोट है, मेरे सेटअप पे एक्स्ट्रा हेडफोन है, सब है। ये होता है सेटअप। जीत भाई थैंक यू फॉर द 11 रुपए ऑन गूगल पे मेरे भाई। दोस्तों अगर आप लोगों को गूगल पे सुपर चैट करना है तो एक्सक्लेमेशन यूपीआई डालो, वहां पे ना लिंक आ जाएगा डायरेक्ट क्यूआर का, वो ऑन स्क्रीन डायरेक्ट दिखेगा तुमको। थिंक नेक्स्ट मैच जी विन 13-0, नहीं 13-0 तो नहीं जीतेगी जी, क्योंकि नोंगशिम का पिक है, वो ब्रीज है तो या।
ये मेरा कीबोर्ड है।
अबे तट ऐसा अपट के दिखा रहा है बेशरम। Whoa, this guy's made this? That's beautiful. Match started.
That pick of Breeze, taking a look at the compositions. Yes, thank you. So much better. Dammy on the Neon, X-Ross supporting him on that Phoenix. I'll be back onto the smokes on that Harbor. This is what they've shown
stick
before.
to smokes, bro.
This is where they were getting the wins.
This is where GE, we've been talking about their role swap since the coaching staff change and, you know, kind of discussing who's going to play what. Harvey on the Omen, no more
Bro,
Sage.
Autumn on Vito, I love that, bro.
Nongshim is going to have to adapt against. And Autumn, instead of on the chamber, will be on that Vito. We've talked about in this current meta, the choice between Vito and chamber. Vito plays very well in this as well, especially
हाँ, ये कॉम्प में भी अभी इसमें भी आना चाहिए था।
मैंने उस दिन बताया था ना तुम लोगों को कि भैया भाभी के साथ कबाब में हड्डी बन के जाता हूँ यार, आज भी ओडिसी देखने के लिए उनके साथ ही जा रहा हूँ। क्या मुझे नहीं जाना चाहिए?
You can see how resigned Big Time is right now, and changes on the side of global esports. We'll see if this means that they can close this one out or if Nongshim begin their comeback now. We're going to toss it over to Achilles and Elfish.
Okay, well, we've avoided a potential catastrophe. Back onto the same comps here. On Breeze.
उनको enjoy करने दे। अरे तो ड्राइवर एक लगेगा ना यार, तो मैं ड्राइवर बन के जा रहा हूँ यार।
It was fun. It was fun in you know, in the thoughts, but when we got into practice, kind of bad.
Sure.
It was like a nice little bottle of wine that you set on the shelf for 4 years. You finally popped it open, and you're like, oh, this has turned to vinegar.
Yeah.
So,
they don't
didn't really hold up too well.
play
They pivot back. They go to what has been more comfortable for them, what has been working on this map. Global esports also changes for themselves.
That's true, but I mean, for global esports, another comfortable map. We've seen them on Breeze quite a lot. You saw the stats there. They have a pretty reasonable win rate on it. So I think it's still going to be an uphill battle for Nongshim with the form that GE are looking in today. That said, I do think that Ascent map probably could have been a little bit closer had Nongshim converted on the rounds, which they should have. It might have even gone maybe double digits. So let's not count Nongshim out just yet. So GE begin their campaign in an attempt for a 2-0 today. It's not a great
on attack.
start. RB with some tags through the smoke gets the better of Yudo-tan, and now GE are down a man.
और शॉट पाशा
Thanks, Ross, but RB with a second.
ओ W दीवार पे।
Smokes eliminated.
ओए, that's a great
More
bait
difficult
wall.
for them. Just that Viper wall really try to have any
ये सब
scale
ट्राई
forward
करना
on the
पड़ेगा
A
बे।
site, but
साले लोग फिनिक्स से भी ऐसा सब करते
really
हैं।
even try to lean in that direction.
लेकिन मैं तो वॉल छुपने के लिए इस्तेमाल करता हूँ।
It's going to be slow progress in the rest of this round
better way
for GE.
to use the wall.
Shift walking their way toward A main, hoping they can find a duel against Ivy. It's probably not going to happen. This is a pretty impossible line to win a duel on. It's more of an info gathering.
उनके पास डबल स्मोकर है इसलिए वो ऐसे वॉल्स डाल सकता है।
He needs to back up a hell of a lot faster than he is, though.
That's surprising, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a slow creep back. It was a delayed reaction on the initial shot as well.
Now Patman's out on the site. Hobby's been heard.
30 seconds left.
Gun barrel going to be spotted, and they have enough of a distraction, so RB will be able to collect that third kill. Crystal down the tilt will fall, and Nongshim will get themselves their first pistol of this series.
Yeah, scary for a moment there for Nongshim.
आपकी बंदी को साथ लेके जाओ। हाँ, जा रहा हूँ ना साथ में लेके।
Okay, anything could really happen here. RB, nice 3-0 start to this map. We had our criticisms on that first map when he was on the jet, but if he can come back alive here, Nongshim could still be in the conversation.
Well, they don't squander this one here. Seeing, in addition to the round 4 thrifties, a hell of a lot of anti-ecos getting dropped across all the regions.
एक सेकंड, नोंगशिम जीती क्या पहला राउंड? मैं कंफ्यूज हो गया. मैं नाइस फर्स्ट पिक.
But slowed down by the relay bolt.
Spam मार दी.
Dash in, Tambi able to find the hip fire. Does take a good amount of damage.
कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं है. कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं है.
The rest of the team should have him covered.
कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं है.
Tambi.
वो एक क्षितिज चुप
Will
बैठ जा.
eventually be able to find it rather. As that'll be Patman dead, and okay, one casualty. All the key weapons going to be carried over. Just the Marshal left on the floor. Nongshim get the 2-0.
Yeah, you got a plan there. Something for GE. I thought maybe Patman might get one more on the back
end. Wait, मैंने देखो क्या पहना है.
Brightened the day a little for GE to start the map off, but not the end of the world. Gun round yet to come. This will be the big one for GE.
मेरी watch का रख दी मैंने.
Idea of what they're going to bring to the table on this attack.
बाहर होगी.
Pretty easy hold, particularly with that spam through from Francis to bring about the second kill. Once you get to a 3v5, it tends to feel really quite comfortable. You have a lot of coverage still with those 5 players rotating over to the same side. So
नहीं मतलब डबल स्मोक लगता है अगर मतलब तुम रैंक ये खेलते हो अगर क्या उसे कहते हैं ई-स्पोर्ट्स में.
यार ई-स्पोर्ट्स की बात कर.
जी भाई.
See if they can try to get this Phoenix activated. It's been very
double
slow
smoke
to start.
Nah, still double smoke के लिए Viper is good, bro.
Primary smoke harbor बोल रहा हूँ ना.
Not in that ideal position where you would be having that ultimate online going into the bonus. TP the corner. Meanwhile, okay.
कोई बात नहीं.
Yeah, Dambi was looking for it as well. Crystal here with a shock dart. Ooh, under a bit of pressure. Dambi wants to go forward and be on the offensive. In the end, just collect the vandal.
That gun, but RP going to be taken down. Patman able to find an opening.
Sulas tried Guardian
into this B site, and Ivy he is re-wrapping out towards window.
Got to be quick though, because Nongshim are on the move.
Oh shit!
He hasn't made enough noise. They ping him out. Meanwhile, though, Patman down. And now, rather than go through the window, I mean, they know where he's at, but they're still giving him an opportunity. They managed to win the fight. A little bit of damage going to be suffered. The dash forward though, and Yutan taken down.
Bro, we lost a bonus just like last game. कोई तो chat में बोला था 13-0 करेंगी भाई ताने सभी. कौन बोला था वो बेशरम सामने आ?
Nongshim are looking much more comfortable already here on Breeze. Well, Rubber the Green is not going the way of GE anymore. These opening picks, I didn't think that was necessarily a bad attempt from Patman, but perhaps would have liked to have seen a double swing there in main. He's going to go for a dry peek like that, have someone else swing from the other side as well. At least then you can go 1-for-1. GE maybe just feeling a little bit too much off the back of that first map, thinking, okay, we can just roll over Nongshim here.
Francis!
Need to see a little better from GE if they want to close this out 2-0 today.
Well, look, we listened in the Nongshim, the previous map. They were able to get a Thrifty in round 4, so I'm going to try to offer that over to Global Esports as well. And see if they can very much do the same. So they try to bring these Sheriffs and Bandit to bear. Let's see if they can take down
Good calling.
They shoot through smoke, so they don't know. They shoot through smoke from side.
I do a tight wall,
okay? Guys, they will drone right now, ready?
Okay, ready?
What a call! He knows they will drone right now.
Backside, 2, Harbor Rosa.
I flash mid side then.
Harbor backside.
Oh, sorry, you do. Harbor left side, guys.
No.
Okay, I go with Yudo.
Oh, he's behind the box,
I got stun Yudo, I cannot pick. Boy, he's close.
कोई बात नहीं. रीड है बंटा है, रीड है क्रिस्टल भाई का.
Flawless for Nongshim.
क्रिस्टल भाई कॉल दिए इस राउंड.
Thrifty to come through, so 4-0 to start. Global now back into another bye.
Yeah, look,
is that real chat? Has he actually resigned?
क्योंकि मैं Twitter चेक किया, Twitter पे तो नहीं है. There to see if he could get the troops in, but as soon as you don't get the entry in a round like this, it becomes very, very difficult to recover as the team that is running around with pistols. So every second you delay, the rotation's coming through. That means there's an extra 2 or 3 players on that side to provide even further angle coverage. So another flawless out from Nongshim, and it has been flawless in the second map thus far. 4-0. Extros getting confident, it would seem, wants to play close towards A main. In the end, pushed away by that dark cover.
Oh boy, सब सही में दे दीस. Yo!
Slow start to this round, which GE might
crazy, bhai.
Haven't really been given the opportunity to just take map control without some kind of harassment happening.
उल्टा सही में दे दिया.
And even here, they've only got so much. It is only that A main position.
Yo!
Nothing really explored toward middle. Nothing over towards B, really.
एक नहीं है chat. मैंने अभी just देखा.
Attacking side GE.
रियल है. फेक नहीं है, रियल है.
Looking for the split. I'm just fearing to try to open things up, but Xros, he can't hold the door. Autumn just pushes forward. Will finally be finished off as Francis does manage to find the one, but Downey now dead. Eastside severely weakened up as near side just come through. RB able to find that kill on the Patman, but Francis now fallen. 2v3.
ओए राउंड क्या हो रहा है? 3v2 है.
As RB
नहीं,
swings the
2v2
corner,
आ गया.
Javi's dead.
Yutatan was not spotted on the cross, though. I don't think they're going to expect him that deep in the site.
I don't know if Crystal's going to be ready for this. He's looking on the angle, though.
Oh.
He has a decent read, but I still trained forward. Swing in, okay.
Beautiful kill by Crystal.
Himself protected,
Nice.
none the wiser.
Yeah, they had no idea where Yutatan was. He was really
किसने
in a
resign
strong
किया?
position.
दोस्तों,
It's easy to
education
overlook.
minister has
You would've thought he
resigned
was playing back
officially.
towards
मैंने
main,
अभी just
maybe
check
over to the
किया.
right side there. Instead, he was on the left. And GE have their first round of the map. It's early days, obviously, but it is something to build off of.
That's a big one to be found, because you
It
did
is.
have that Hunter's Fury invested, so kind of needed to be able to get it off the ground, but you also do get that
Fake
reckoning out
क्यों
of
बोल रहे
RP. So
लोग?
some added benefits here sprinkled in for global esports, but still
But
a
literally
little bit more
हर
costly than
जगह
they
है.
would like.
Yeah, it's still hanging in the balance as well for GE. You can't just win this one round and then go on to lose the next one or two, because the circumstances don't change too much. GE now need to find a way to put a bit of pressure back onto Nongshim, and it might
is
be
real, bro.
Autumn
It
with
is
the
real.
op that will do so.
He's on the
आके
move, but the
that's a
wall
fake later.
raised, allowing him
by
to try
news
to get onto it.
official
A little
news
bit of
channel
deeper
वाले का
angle,
देखा
but
मैंने. ओके
Autumn
ओके ठीक है,
trained
तो
in.
That's crazy,
जब
because that is a
तक
defensive
रियल
mighty
नहीं
wall.
होता तब
Dambi knows
तक
when
कोई
that's
कुछ
going
नहीं
down.
बोलेगा
Autumn
फिर.
does not.
He just doesn't know where Autumn's
Cool guys,
gonna
not
be.
confirmed.
He puts himself out. It's just a little bit too much exposure. Cannot nail the hospital flick. So, early advantage again to the hands of Global Esports as Crystal, he's going to be the one having that passed over as Autumn will take up the Vandal.
Patman off angle, not going to work out for him. No backup, no coverage there from the rest of the team. So nice, intelligent mid-round push from Nongshim brings this back to a 4-on-4.
Really good re-clear for them.
GE will respond by trying to clear out the A side. And it looks like Harvey's going to be able to port in deep as well, which will be a headache for Nongshim.
Oh, yo, he almost connected that, bro.
Register where Javi had TP2. Ultimately now, it doesn't really matter. They could have panned out to this position.
Defender
anyway.
side.
Hunter's Fury going to be called in.
Udo!
Interrupt
He
that
dodged
plan.
it.
Yutatan
Somehow
taking
he
that first
dodged it.
pulse,
Autumn
manages
gets
to dodge
one.
out the remainders, and Xros now
4v3.
on the floor as Autumn.
Autumn revive ये हो गया, health regen हो गया उसका.
Harvey trying to get
Still
tricky.
trained in at mid with that operator.
Udo low है भाई.
There's the push
Oh!
Whip the shot, but RB spotted and he can't find a punish. Francis, however, will be able to scale in. Finds
Oh,
himself
shit.
one. RB
Oh,
gets another
shit, not
Yutatan,
good.
gonna be taking
2v2.
down Autumn. The heal coming in from the evolution. Pushes him back up to 100. But Crystal here, this is such a thorn in their side, so Kova has to be called in to try to block off that vision. He's looking to try to scale past it again. The off shot going to be going
नहीं
wide.
यार, भाई Crystal के off shots ही नहीं लगे पूरे round.
Tap to defuse the spot out. RB toughens him up, sees the gun
Bye,
barrel, gets the
yaar.
4K. And Nongshim stop Global
Crystal के
Esports.
off shots यार.
Yeah, you're exactly right in what you're saying, that position from Crystal was a real problem for Nongshim. That cove perfect. It forces Autumn to push his way forward. He actually doesn't have to do anything there if Crystal is holding
Crystal
that line.
shots connect
The
कर रहा
info is
है
there.
इधर. Round
You
था
only
मालूम
swing
अपना.
if the shot comes through, but in the end it's now kind of Autumn
What the hell?
isolated on the
Bro,
side.
where
He
did that
feels
flash
like
go?
He has to make a play.
वो flash
He thinks he
कैसे
has
नहीं
to
लगा?
push, and he does, and he kind of runs into an awkward fight in the end.
Bro, what?
And obviously at that point, I mean, it's pretty much round over. There's really
भाई
nothing
Crystal
Crystal
अगर
can do
आगे
here.
shot
It's a
से
jump
start
spot.
करता था, अभी तक round खत्म था यार.
Ends up going down, and things not exactly going to plan here for Global Esports. So time to get
Not just
bit
a
of an
game,
earlier
it's an
push
emotion.
out
GE.
platoon, which, you know, we really didn't see at all in the first half from Nongshim. So let's see how much of an impact GE's coaching staff can have in trying to turn this half
अच्छा,
back
Vito
on
ult
its
में
head.
सही बात है, सही बात है. Vito ult में
Called
कैसे
one to
लगेगा?
close out the
क्या क्या
previous
Vito
map.
ult में?
Ended up working there.
Flash कैसे लगेगा?
Very
Oh,
much the
अच्छा,
same
अच्छा,
for them to
अच्छा,
try to
अच्छा.
find another round win.
क्या है हर्ष भाई, तुम भी ना.
अबे
They
यार,
have
तुम भी ना
quite a
भाई.
bit of recovery.
तुम भी ना यार.
Feels like already in this half. Rough on that attacker's side. I have to suspect that
Resignation real है, वही तो बोल रहा हूँ सालो. पूरा अभी check किया हूँ मैंने.
Therefore, Crystal gets the operator, but
देखा
a
मैंने
little bit
सुना.
less ideal compared to having
Yes, Cypher!
Autumn just maintain control of that op.
ये कौन सा Cypher है?
Reliable with it is shoutouts to our lovely cosplayers.
ओ अच्छा अभी Cypher लगा.
Oh.
मैं बोला ये क्या मकड़ी बन के आया है?
Cosplay.
अबे वो
I have.
अबे,
अभी मुझे
Do you
दिख
wanna
नहीं
have a
रहा
guess
है.
at what I
उसको आपकी
cosplayed? It
location
wasn't a
reveal हो
Valorant
गई थी.
character.
Oh,
This is way back in the day.
Is it a game or
A TV show.
TV show?
TV show.
I'll have to mull that over.
Yeah. I think if I tell you, you'll go, oh, that makes sense.
See if I can suss it out. For now, That can come in.
Oh,
Hero
shit.
handle, but okay. Well, Zombie with the op, able to find Patman. Knives are whiffing. Francis is not. Yudotan dead. It seems like they try to get the Thrifty over the line. Not to be. So there could be some pretty critical turnarounds here in this round, but yeah, that's not going to happen. On a 1v5 ace certainly would be impressive, but doesn't seem like it's in the cards.
Yeah, Yudotan was really the key to victory there for GE,
Google
and
पर आ
certainly
गया
had the
है.
opportunity
Nice,
with
nice,
the Blade Storm
nice.
to get something done.
W's
Got a
भाई
number of those
साहब.
knives off, but just not connecting.
That's a
And so there's
crazy
no
thing,
punching
Chad.
power
That's
for
like
GE
a
to get into that
that's
site.
like a
And
historical
not
thing
flawless.
happened just now.
This half is starting to look a little bit
Holy
too easy
shit.
for Nongshim, and we may be getting a repeat of map 1 to map 2, but the roles are reversed.
Yudotan
It
भाई
is
वापस
GE
सारी
now that are
play
getting
चला
beaten
दी.
up a little bit
That's
in the server, and
insane,
even off the back
bhai.
of that timeout having no success. The question will be,
Wow.
whether or not the timeout discussion was for that Thrifty or whether it was for this round here. Guns in hand. GE have to make this work.
Spot of the shoulder. Right there. Just back away, but RB wise to this mid scaling. Drone to chase forward, see what it can spot out. We'll just catch Patman, but doesn't let them realize how far forward Javi has gotten. Did he catch a glimpse? Javi certainly did see RB, but I don't think
6-1 चल रहा है यार chat.
Zombie just finding a very nice
उनका
time to
map
slot
pick
in
है.
the nest.
इसलिए मचा रहे वो लोग.
Yeah, another opening pick
Defensive
for
map है मेरे
Nongshim,
calculation के हिसाब से.
making matters worse for GE. Yudotan. This is really a 50-50 fight for him. It probably doesn't go his way in the end with the Guardian.
3v5.
Francis gets the better of him. Just an awkward one in the end for Yudotan, and that makes, again, matters a little worse for GE as they're now down to a 3-on-5. They do have some territory in mid, but that pre-rotate over towards B is going to be reinforcing the site nicely. And Danby's just making no mistake right now with the op in hand.
Kevin just didn't have enough to try to get that headshot in cleanly.
Pro play
so
like aimbot shit.
dink him and take it down low, but hasn't been able to finish the
अबे यार
job.
flawless निकाल दिए बे.
And yeah,
Flawless
we'll just
निकाल
run him
दिए.
down.
पाशा अभी तो
Yesterday,
buy भी नहीं है भाई.
back-to-back
9-1 होने
flawlesses
वाला है.
here for Nongshim, now up 7-1.
और
and
बहुत
if you're
easily
global,
निकाल
if
रहे भाई ये
you're
लोग
Platoon,
तो.
you're probably considering having to call that second timeout already, maybe ahead of the next buy, but this has not been going your way whatsoever.
Yeah. GE are really struggling to
Sure.
find the opening fights, and not only that, but even in the duels, like even if it's just a 50-50 duel, they don't seem to be closing those out to the extent that they should be. So that's making matters worse. Scoreline 7-1. Nongshim are looking supremely confident at the moment, and just nothing working for GE. They can't take space comfortably. They can't win fights.
I mean, 13-2 for RB, 11-1 for Francis. Need X-Ross to do a little bit more. He's on my build there, so.
Yeah. I think your build diff is a bit of a curse, to be fair.
Yeah, they didn't give me my points from yesterday. Highway robbery, either way. Coming out with the outlaw, trying to find the quick and easy shutdown, but
पट भी आई. अच्छा Javi भाई है
over
वो.
to no man's land.
Nice one though.
Yudotan able to find a couple kills.
Alt वाला मार गया यार.
Keep this competitive. Meanwhile, X-Ross
नहीं.
is looking for
Nice
that
one,
second
Crystal.
kill, so we'll be able to peel
Nah.
one back, but RB still alive.
1v2 winnable.
Still looking to thrive. The
नहीं
blind
यार.
is in. Yudotan's dead. 8-1. The pain shall continue.
कोई बात नहीं. Good eco भाई. Buy round से अच्छा eco round था ये.
Because there ain't no sunrise
तो
right
इसका
here
मतलब
on
ये
freeze for
5
them
जन
right
ऐसा
now.
घुस जाओ साइड पे. Buy round से ज़्यादा अच्छा eco round था पाशा.
This was a good attempt, I will say. Nice little port there from Harvey, kind of throws the aim off. The swing comes through. The spacing was nice for GE, but just at the back end there, Wade strolling through the site, making it a little too easy for RB to isolate these duels, and then Yudotan might not have even seen what was coming. So 8-1, Nongshim on top.
This round is big, chat.
This just feels like we flipped a switch here. Polar opposite performances from both of these teams. As Global Esports going to be contained. Huntersphere
Nice pick!
Called out.
Oh shit.
Okay, Patman able to find the one, but Downbeat cleans up a kill on Autumn. Now he's contained back over towards door. Look at that. Just run him down. It will be RB pushing his way down. From back sight. Gets himself another kill. Will make his exit.
What?
But not before he finds Javi. Gets that follow-up kill right before the ult expires. RB's got the finisher. It is 9-1.
I mean, this is just such a non-event for GE, isn't it? Like, it's crazy. They can go from doing this to Nongshim on Ascent to now having it done back to them on Breeze. It is a complete tale of two maps. It sets us up for a nice finish on Sunset if we ultimately do get there. I think that's obviously where we're headed right now, but these rounds are not even close. GE are getting slaughtered.
प्लांट करने की जगह पुश नहीं कर रहे थे, वो लोग ट्रेड लेने के लिए जा रहे थे यार.
Nongshim have a decent map here and there because their season so far has been pretty rough. I really thought they were going to get rolled here 2-0 after seeing that first map, but credit to Nongshim for the recovery.
Oh, I don't know how he's even gotten that one. It was such a delayed reaction from Dambi, but it'll end up being a 2 for 2. Is Yudatan going to be spotted? The spam taking him down over 56. Paranoia, Ivy.
Nice. अगर आईवी अभी भी मार देता ना बंदा तो मेरा हो जाता.
Approach from that tunnel side. Either way, walk forward. Kill going to be found. A little bit of damage in. Shocker ends up rebounding a bit too deep. But Yudatan will find Francis. And okay, Global looking for that second round win unless X-Ross can do something about it.
I wouldn't be too surprised to see it.
He's got a blaze wall.
Oh, इसका दिन चल रहा है, इसका ये मैच चल रहा है, please.
Oh, he's going red, but Crystal will have the headshot.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. One more round, make it 9-3. Come on.
Obviously going to need this third in the half to have any semblance of anything for GE in the second, plus of course the pistol in that second half. Another kind of messy round. GE just sort of thriving in it a little bit more so this time. They get, instead of 2-for-1 trades, they kind of go 2-for-2 in middle there and find those openers over onto B. Ivy though, I mean, he very nearly recovered from that paranoia in time and maybe could have ended up actually winning that duel, holding that site down. So these little things just working out for GE in round 11, but still got to get past one more in this half. Don't have anything to say.
And that's Paranoia out nice and early. Can't find the kill though. Dash in, attempt on that off shot. Won't be able to find it, but has a backup weapon. We'll just give up that space. So a site going to be claimed here by Global Esports. They look to make this a 9-3. All of Nongshim though able to get recollected, clustered back up for a swift retake.
This is about as good of a round as we've actually seen for GE there in the site. They've got a 5-on-5 post plant.
Everyone is alive. Certainly a big boon. Ivy on this approach. Yudatan just now making noise.
Oh my!
Pit now.
That he does. Pitting back in from this position going to be tough though.
I'll be one away from the wave.
See if he can get into a spot to actually utilize it. As you say, that Reckoning, I think, a lot more of an urgent threat here for Global.
Alcoolजी से एक flank आ रहा है. अरे यार, reload पे आ गया.
X-Ross behind the one, finds the second. Francis cleans up Javi. RB dead, but no matter. X-Ross will find the 3K. The pit will be popped in celebration as Nongshim make it 10-2.
Yeah, got there in the end with the pit, didn't we?
But
didn't really feel like any of those
load
ultis that
खत्म
were
हो गया.
mentioned ended up having any kind of an impact. Still 10-2 for Nongshim. Talk about impact. That first half, certainly a resurgence after watching map one. Ivy, such a clean shot on in, and then thought maybe Autumn might have one of those rounds after getting that pick onto Dambi, but couldn't quite make it come together. Nice stuff from X-Ross again, and I think worth highlighting, you know, having him back over onto the duelist seems to have really worked out nicely.
भाई अब तो आपको रिजाइन देना चाहिए वैलो से. ओए, ये जोकिंग की बात है साले.
So maybe what the
crazy चीज हुई है.
Certainly ringing true here for map 2.
I mean,
you have to say
जो जिस हिसाब से बेकार चीजें बढ़ रही थी.
It's big numbers.
That was the
for
only
RB,
option with them, भाई.
हर round 1.5 बंदा मार रहा है.
Turns out, my man's been playing
crazy
Harbor a lot
justice to
lately.
the students,
He's going to be a
भाई.
lot more comfortable compared to playing a Jet from 4 years ago.
Unbelievable.
Unthinkable. Speaking of which, I can't think which character you cosplayed as. For some reason, my brain initially said House, but like
House.
you would have to.
No, I was much
stubble.
younger. I was much younger when I. This was like I was a teenager. When
Just saying,
I
Hyderabad. किसी ने तो बोला था
we're talking
2-0
like
होगा.
let's say a Scooby-Doo character.
Easy 2-0 होगा किसी ने बोला था.
Obviously.
Come back, bro. Come back.
नहीं गंदे आदमी ने अपना मुंह खोला था.
अगला गेम की बात कर रहा था मैं. T1 जीत रही है 2-0.
Shaggy, but it was Shaggy.
T1 2-0. अगर आज T1 हार गई ना अर्ज भाई.
कोई नहीं सकता. टीम सीक्रेट से हार गई ना अगर T1. तो मैं भूल जाऊंगा T1 नाम की टीम है वैलो में.
नहीं तुम बताओ तुम क्या करोगे. तुम कुछ बड़ी चीज दाव पे
Positive way for Nongshim.
अबे यार. ठीक है.
You can see the outline of Choker up there on his co-stream setup doing the boaster pose, but I think it's been out of
5,000 का giveaway.
अबे यार
sorrow
वो
and
तो साला
despair from the
स्पॉन्सर्ड
previous
मिलता
map.
है.
अबे नहीं यार जेब से दूंगा ना 5,000 रुपए. स्पॉन्सर का मिलता है हगरे. 5,000 का कहाँ पे स्पॉन्सर मिल रहा है मेरे को हगरे.
5,000 VP बोल रहा है.
कहाँ मिल रहा है VP मेरे पास जेब में नहीं होता पड़े हुए.
अच्छा ऐसा है.
Slow and steady with the pace in the pistol as far as Nongshim are concerned.
सही में.
Pistol round win here.
भाई आज मैंने न्यू घोस्ट
map.
कौन सी?
I don't want to make a mistake, but GE are being pretty active.
Recon Ghost.
Push out of B.
Oh my god, this guy, bro.
Okay, well, Yurutan, he kept his eyes trained on
Why
the
would
window,
someone
but
buy
he's able to
Recon
find that
Ghost,
kill.
Bro, the sound,
The
yaar.
problem is Hobby has slipped past, so you do lose a player there, but you gain us.
Why would someone buy Recon Ghost, chat?
Hobby just basically just said, nah, I'm not going to deal with that.
And I think that's the right choice, right? He could make a massive flank happen here.
He's going to hope that he can just kind of get in on that back line.
Harvey के लिए time back.
Intercept any rotations, but as we can see, Nongshim, they are just piling forward. They want to get this plant enacted on this side of the map. The approach getting ever closer here from Hobby.
Oh, nice.
Trying to play it out a little bit more patiently, finds that kill, but now Nongshim.
क्या बात है?
Downby, however, going to be taken down as well.
Smoke तोड़ दिया भाई उसने.
Hands of Global Esports. Spot for the one, Pat.
नहीं.
Oh, the one tap clean. RB looking for a little bit more.
क्या बात है? क्या बात है? क्या बात है? अकेला बचा है. दूर है. Defuse कर. Defuse कर. Easy round. Let's freaking go. 1 by 1, brick by brick.
And he's got no snake bite to try to interrupt this. So this pistol ends up getting out of the hands of
Good morning हर्ष भाई. अभी उठा और डायरेक्ट लाइव पे आया. नहीं नहीं पहले न्यूज़ देखो भाई. अभी उठे हो तो let's freaking go.
It's their defensive half. It's time to find out. Maybe the dream is still alive.
2-0 bro.
Looking scoreboard, does have to be said, but
Pistol round आती.
this is the way to start to recover it with the
मैं तो
pistol
believe
round. They'll
करता
need
हूँ,
a good clean anti-eco here, and then a bonus round win as well. But if they can get rolling, if they can start to get those
वहाँ पे एक
ultis online,
knife
maybe.
हो जाता और फिर 2 kill हो जाते ना तो
Seen
और
some good
आफा.
stuff from him with the op on this map in the past. Perhaps he'll see a little bit more
Wait,
from
for me, मतलब.
Eurotan as well on that jet 6 and 12. A bit more freedom on the defense than you do on the attack.
ना कोई check भी नहीं कर रहा था.
Looking to try to catch any stray kills that he can get. Quick little dash backs down the Hobby, the real reveal there, but he's able to slip the net. Downby now going to be taken down as Autumn arrives over at half wall.
Spike planted.
Towards tunnel, nothing spotted. Shock darts at the corner. And not to be led by a curveball. Yurutan will just plant his feet, hold his own, cleans it up, and that's going to be a flawless anti-eco for
ये
Global
बहुत
Esports.
लेकिन बड़ी चीज हुई है.
To be fair,
Let's
I think we
hope
could
कि
say that
आगे
Nongshim did a little better in the
मतलब
second half of
अगर
the set. Maybe
पब्लिक
that's
कोई चीज
GE's
के ऊपर
turn now
आउटरीच
to
करती
pick up
है
a couple of rounds here, see if they
ऑनलाइन
can get some
मतलब
hope going.
ऑब्वियसली हर टाइम बात बात
the
पे
easy
इतना
job.
बड़ा
Now they've got to
मूवमेंट
get
तो
through the
नहीं हो
bonus,
सकता भाई.
which will be a little bit
और-
tougher. Investment's going to come through here for Nongshim. We'll start to, you know, see Danby get put to work on that Neon, seeing if he
कैसे
can
बताऊं
slide on in,
कि
find some
मतलब
space.
अगर कोई पब्लिक
जी
कुछ
का
टॉपिक को
second
लेके
half
आउटरीच
zero
करती है जैसे अभी भी बहुत बड़े बड़े मुद्दे
They
हैं
can get past this one, they can do it
तो
cleanly. We might
एटलीस्ट
start
इसके
to
बाद
believe, but for now,
जो बंदा
10-8 पे पूरा
होगा इसको क्या देगा?
उसका रिप्रेजेंटेटिव है
अरे मैं क्यों दूंगा आपको कुछ? आप कमबैक कर रहे हो.
वो कुछ अकाउंटेबिलिटी
क्या
ले
देगा
और
बता ना?
रिप्लाई करे.
नहीं देना तो ना बोल दे.
अरे तो आप कमबैक थोड़ी कर रहे हो.
Approach here for
देना है
Nongshim, taking their time.
तो क्रिस्टल
आंसर करे
Prediction
पब्लिक
होता है
को.
भाई, prediction होता है.
अच्छा प्रेडिक्शन पे रिवॉर्ड मैं दूं.
हाँ.
हर्ष भाई देंगे. हर्ष भाई 5000 दे
Set up on the
देंगे.
smoke.
ठीक है. अगर
Trying to get extra
अगर
forward,
कमबैक हो
collect
गया
that
तो तू मेरे को
orbital
5000
likelihood.
देगा.
Meanwhile,
और
Hobby,
अगर कमबैक नहीं हुआ तो मैं तेरे को 100 रुपए दूंगा. Odds.
orthodox position.
Odds है ना भाई,
Blitz.
odds है.
See if that ends up going red here.
क्या 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 बोले वापस बोलो.
बोलते हैं कि कमबैक हो गया तो मैं हाइड्रा को 5000 दूंगा और नहीं होता हाइड्रा को 100 रुपए देंगे.
हाँ सही बात है, सही बात है.
Odds है ना भाई, 10-4 है यार.
और स्रोत ने उससे मार दिया.
हॉल से मर गया.
not something you see every day. GE forced away from the site for now. Going to have to
Defensive map, defensive map.
to play the retake.
वे बोनस राउंड है अपना ये.
Zin, no mid approach. Ivy. Able to stay tucked to your doors, and now the reckoning going to be online for RB.
He's holding for it, waiting for the perfect time, and it looks like it's going to be a damn
Oh,
good
that's
one.
a big ult,
Getting
bro.
ready to come through. There's the wave.
सारे CT
Smash
है ना.
across holds them back for now.
Oh,
And
the
Ivy
shot!
unable to maintain control of that position. Now front pyramids.
अबे उसने ult जाने नहीं दिया.
Big scale forward, curveball into the face of Francis to find the first kill. Yurutan will take it down. Crystal finding one. Ross looking for the cheeky little
अबे
readjust.
यार.
Loses
Good
his
bonus,
life,
good bonus,
but
good bonus.
In the end, Nongshim able to close out this
Good bonus,
anti-bonus.
good
2
bonus.
players surviving.
Good bonus, good bonus.
First nail in the coffin for GE on this map. It was a good attempt. Thought with that opening pick on the retake, they might actually be able to make something happen, but just still a little bit too much to do. That wall still up with the wave, kind of cutting the site in two, and then RB very comfortable, sitting inside of his own util, peeking out on the perfect timing as well.
Love that angle from Francis as well. Just set against the wall enough that he can get that headshot through in the wall bang and also avoid the curveball from his teammate. But Nongshim now looking to try to push this up to map point and extend this to Sunset. Let's see if they can get it done as we take a quick little listen in on our first big buy round.
전진 나온 거 조심하고. 둘 다 넘어가봐. 스모크 해봐. 수면 뺑 깜. 깠어.
전에 한번 붙였다.
뺑 깔게요.
망상 못 가. 야 잡았다.
Ay, gawat re, Havi bawa.
천천히 해. 드론 봐. 천천히 해.
왼쪽 먼저
왼쪽으로 밀어줄게. 기다려.
अरे ऑटो गिर गया.
찍었어. 가운데 찍었어. 교전 볼게. 뺑.
1번 있었어. 2번 있었어 얘들아.
क्या ये मैप गया? ये मैप गया.
I mean, plant in, and I think you have to be considering the save here. Try to play this out. I don't think Xros would have been able to spot them, but
ये मैप गया.
is that going to matter? We'll have to just wait and see. Ivy's still going to be on this later lurk.
They're looking for it. At least Yutatan is.
If he dies, which he will, I think you have to try to abandon this.
It doesn't seem like GE thinks the same, and they're just going to be giving those ulti charges over to Nongshim. Batman gets one, but I mean, really, what can you expect here? He's just going to get picked on the way out. So Francis is now one away from the Hunter's Fury. He picked up all three in that pose plan.
But अभी चलो अभी तो बाय नहीं है बे, तो अभी 13-4 ही हो जाएगा. Prediction क्या चल रहा है किक पे देखने दो जरा. G gets to 6 rounds. 60% लोग no बोल रहे. Okay. अगर जी
very curious.
नहीं यार टफ है, बहुत टफ है.
Pretty obvious.
और ये लोग यही हिट ही करे जा रहे भाई.
Safe scenario there for Global Esports, but
अभी अगला राउंड भी यही हिट करेंगे.
Trying to make a miracle happen.
टाइम आउट ले लेना चाहिए प्रेडिक्शन के लिए. Yep.
It's going to be the timeout call here from Platoon, perhaps just to rescue the mental and get them ready for that third map.
प्लेटून भाई प्रेडिक्शन लगाए किक पे बहुत डेंजर. ठीक है ना? 60% लोग बोल रहे कि नहीं होगा आप लोगों से. 2 राउंड निकाल लो कैसे तो. पॉइंट्स बचाओ लोगों के. Yep.
खाना लेके आओ यार. ओटी करने वाला है, थोड़ा मजा आएगा फिर.
Surely has to just be, hey look guys, we're not going to win this map, but we've still got another map in the back pocket. Let's see what we can do here, but not get too agitated if things don't go our way.
www.
Not even really much need to be said on the Nongshim side of things. Looks like they're taking the opportunity to just have a bit of a rest.
हाइड्रा भाई सुनो ना.
I think that's
कल मैं जिम से आ रहा था ना.
their prerogative given they're up 12-4.
बारिश हो रही थी और मैं कार और से गया नहीं तो मैं ऑटो से आ रहा था. ऑटो से 67 हुआ. ऑटो वाला मेरे को बोला अरे 67 हुआ है.
उसको पता था 67.
हाँ भाई. मैं बोला भैया कितना हुआ? बोलता अरे 67
किया साथ में.
अरे 67 हुआ है. मैंने बोला ब्रो यहाँ तक पहुँच गया 67.
What the?
It does feel like it's just a matter of shaking off this loss here. Getting ready for that third and final map of the series. Evolution going to be popped nice and early here by Autumn.
Hunter's Fury as well for Francis. He picked up the orb. So Nongshim ready to go.
Ivy doesn't get caught here. I think he's slotted just enough against the wall to not be seen. Yeah, Yutan has absolutely no idea, but it absolutely still snap on for the kill. Meanwhile, Autumn, he's going to go on a walkabout, and Ivy
क्या बात है. But ये लोग भी गए देखो ये बार.
The execute is happening elsewhere.
Batman, nice!
Spotting out that hand, and next Ross will fall.
क्या बात है. Damn BB 1 HP and nice.
Up a second elimination.
Okay.
Now all on Francis.
Oh nice. क्या बात है जी. क्या बात है.
Themselves a fifth.
Jobs not yet done for Nongshim. They're going to have to try again. Money's still there to afford a bite. GE reinvest.
Still one off a pit though. Haven't been able to find that second kill. You would have that ready to go into that next round. He decides to try to push out into B main to collect that orb and just have that ulti online. Hunter's Fury still just able to be tabled.
Doesn't really get any easier for GE from here. They are fighting for their lives. Every single one of these rounds, they have to pretty much put everything in. Indeed.
Ivy. Right here. Getting ushered forward. Crystal seemingly.
ये बार भी बी घुस गई चैट.
Hobby having the shot.
और स्पॉन में मार दिया. मिल गए 6 राउंड. Let's go.
Time in a 1v4.
Well,
let's go. WWF in the chat.
If they could have a few more like that, then they might start to believe. But the problem is, again, you make one mistake and this game is over.
Let us freaking go.
If GE starts in the defensive side, or if they even have maybe 4 or 5 rounds to play with instead of 3, maybe we could make something of this half. But right now, this
चैट नहीं पढ़ता ये अब. अरे पढ़ा हूँ भाई इस चीज. ये रेजिग्नेशन के ऊपर बात करके हो गया हमारा, लेकिन अभी पूरे चैट में वही चलेगा क्योंकि जितने जितने लोग नए जुड़ेंगे वो लोग नए वही बोलेंगे. तो अभी हर एक जन को अरे हाँ लेट्स गो, अरे हाँ लेट्स गो, अरे हाँ लेट्स गो, तो फिर मैच रह जाएगी बाजू में। तो जो लोग मैच देखने आए वो लोग सर पकड़ के बैठ जाएंगे।
And that just sometimes happens. No buy-in this time from Nongshim, just that hero rifle for Xros, so still kind of trying to play with GE a little bit, but not over-invest. Attention will be turned a little bit more so to the actual gun rounds.
Francis tagged up a bit. Still a drone at the ready.
इस स्ट्रीम में रेजिग्नेशन का क्या काम वैसे? क्या काम भाई, अपने को देखने वाले सब यूथ ही है। एंड ये जो किया गया है वो अपने जैसे लोगों की वजह से ही हुआ है और अपने लोगों के लिए हुआ है। That just tells the power, bro.
Invested into this one. Francis wants to try to bring this to an end right here, right now. Xros a little bit lost in the sauce here, spamming away, trying to find that elimination. Won't be able to make it happen though. And it's a two-player advantage in the hands of Global Esports. Spike is planted. They're going for the reckoning, but RB's already dead. Nongshim are sending absolutely everything at this.
Oh shit.
Finally, they're coming up fairly empty-handed. Francis down to 35, swings the corner, dead.
Oh shit, this is so winnable for him. This is so winnable. But ये जीत गया ये round. इसने निकाल लिया.
Dangerously low. Paranoia finding nothing to tap. Turn to the side. One player dead.
No, 1 HP.
The double up on the angle. The kill will be there. The defuse will come in. That got very close to going Nongshim's way, but critically it does not. And they invested a ton.
Yeah, definitely a little too close for comfort for GE, but they're very happy to get that over the line. Like you say, a lot invested. Hunter's Fury, Reckoning as well. So Nongshim was certainly giving that one their best crack. And unable to get it over the line. It kind of relieves a little bit of pressure, I want to say, for GE. You saw that he had a number of ultis online ready to go. And they are certainly giving Splatoon a bit of a heart attack as well. But, you know, this is, dare I say it, slowly starting to look doable for GE. Another round or two, and I might be fully on board. It's going to be ripped early for Patman. I think that's a wise decision. You need to have some kind of tempo in this round early on in the piece, and having him drop that pillar towards B just sort of frees up what Crystal can do around the rest of the map.
Paranoia out. Bobby just to reposition. Smattering damage found on the down B. Now Francis as well, tagged at 48. Their own pit, however, going to be in play, but I think the spike is just outside of it.
Hard to see on the minimap there, but
it's not in it. Not at all.
No, not at all, yeah.
Okay, maybe a bit of a misfire here. Either way, this now has to have them stay forward. Downbeat's going to be taken down.
Good flash,
comes in. He's on up and over. Will eventually be tracked by RB, but Autumn just backfills that space, cleans up another kill. Two big ones.
लग गए भाई GG chat GG
should be Nongshim getting over the finish line as Hobby tucks away. Shocked out, however, takes him lower. Ivy on the spam, finds the kill, and pit be damned, seems like they just don't need it. As there's nothing more for Autumn to do. He'll get some kills, nearly closes it out. Showing up with a 3K to make this a 13-7 in Nongshim's favor. We are going over to Sunset.
Yeah, unfortunately for GE, that did kind of feel like it was an inevitability after the second half. Similar to Nongshim, they did kind of put up a decent defensive.
We going decider game. देख रहे हो? उनके पिक में भी हम लोग ने उनकी थोड़ी सी तो चिड्डी फाड़ी. That's a W. तो W होनी चाहिए भाई जी के लिए. Let's freaking go. ओ यार भाई मैंने परसों एब्स मारे तो मेरे आज दुख रहे एंड मेरे को आज खांसी भी हो गई है. तो जब भी खांस रहा हूं ना ऐसा दर्द दे रहा है ना.
खांसी क्यों हुई भाई आपको?
I have no idea bro. My stomach is paining.
हाँ वैसा ही लगता है ब्रो.
नोंगशिम ने खेला सनसेट अभी तक.
It's very normal मेरे भाई.
या बट वो खांसी
कड़क एब्स मारे, समझ रहा है?
अरे लेकिन खांसी हो रही है तो वो शॉर्ट हो जा रहा है फिर.
मतलब वही ना, मसल पेन ही हो रहा है ना.
हाँ
और कुछ और तो नहीं है ना.
कोई ना सनसेट में लास्ट टाइम आरआरक्यू को अच्छा रहा था.
पाशा
मैप भी नहीं जीती है, पता है हर्ष भाई?
लास्ट कितने?
4
एक भी नहीं जीती। अबे कल तो आरआरक्यू में एक कोई तो नया प्लेयर भी खेलने आया।
जान।
हाँ हाँ, शान की
नया
कुछ तो
नहीं है,
नाम है।
वो रियली है, वही है प्लेयर मेन रोस्टर का।
बट यार मेरे भाई, वो लोग जिटा से 2-0 आ रहे हैं।
कुशी नहीं खेल रहा था ना कल?
नहीं, पता नहीं, याद नहीं।
मोनिया खेल
खेला
रहा
था
था?
शायद। हाँ, मोनिया तो था।
हाँ तो कुशी नहीं होगा फिर।
भाई ये एक चेटअप
हर्ष भाई तुम
एटलीस्ट
बताओ,
50 लोगों ने डाला है।
टीम सीक्रेट T1 को हरा दी तो तुम क्या
हाँ,
करोगे?
5000 का गिव अवे।
और मेरे को कितना? मेरे को 1000 का गिव अवे।
ठीक है चलो, तुमको 1000 का गिव अवे, चैट को 4000 का।
डन।
Bought my first PC, didn't make it good, but yeah, I love it. Didn't make it good मतलब? Huge thanks to my father. W father यार, पन्नी निकाल दे, ये पन्नी निकाल दे।
कल कौन
बिंकुस गेमिंग। पन्नी क्यों रखी है? Didn't make it good का मतलब क्या? कि तुमने पीसी अच्छा नहीं बनाया है? अरे यार अच्छा तो दिख रहा है यार दूर से।
वैसे हर्ष भाई,
जी भाई जी।
मुझे कल एक ख्याल आया था वैसे
ख्याल
कि अच्छा है मेरा ओलेड मॉनिटर नहीं आया, मतलब
हाँ।
आया और मैंने रिजेक्ट कर दिया।
क्यों?
क्योंकि
क्यों
ओलेड
बता रहे हो?
मॉनिटर में
मत करो।
ओलेड मॉनिटर में मैं हर्ष भाई की स्ट्रीम नहीं देख पाता।
कैसे?
ये हर्ष भाई दिखते ही नहीं।
Hyderabad racism in the big 26 bro. हर्ष भाई तुमने वो देखा कि नहीं? क्या फेंक के मार रहा था तुमको?
देखा मेरे भाई, देखा।
अरे भाई तुमको देखना चाहिए, वो रील देखना।
क्या देखना है?
मैं रील डाला हूँ, चेक मारना। हर्ष भाई इतने कंफ्यूज थे ना, भाई मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ गलत, ऐसा क्या हो रहा है मेरे साथ कि मैं फट जा रहा हूँ बार
अरे
बार।
मैं बात बात पे मर रहा था फट के
अबे
यार।
तुम दोनों रहने दो, ठीक है? तुम दोनों रहने दो। वो गेम अगली बार दिखना मत उस गेम में।
आंखों आंखों का मसाला।
सबसे गंदा तो क्लर्च, दूसरा हर्ष उसके 5 सेकंड बाद।
2 सेकंड बाद में, 5 भी नहीं।
2 सेकंड एटलीस्ट। चल क्लर्च मेरे पैर पे तो आके गिर रहा था। हर्ष भाई तो किधर और ही गिर रहे थे भाई बार बार।
पर मजा तो आई, कुछ भी बोलो, बहुत हंसी आई भाई कल जिस हिसाब से मैं हंसा हूँ।
आंखों आंखों का मसाला।
और यार हर्ष भाई कैसे हो यार? फिर आज जिम गए कि नहीं?
शाम में जाऊंगा यार।
सेम यार सेम।
यो मरवाली स्टूडियोज। अरे माँ, ये क्या? ये गैलेक्सी है कोई तो सैमसंग का, देख रहे हो? मेरे पास गैलेक्सी 9 था, इत्तू सा मेरे अंकल का था। हमारे घर में सबसे पहले टच स्क्रीन फोन है ना, अंकल ने लिया था और उन्होंने फिर मुझे दे दिया था। उसमें बहुत इश्यूज थे, फिर भी यूज करता था भाई मैं, क्योंकि टच स्क्रीन पाशा। ऑफाइस चेटअप। यो दिस गुड। ये क्या बना रहा है तू ऑफाइस में? रेजी बे। आर्टिस्ट चेटअप, आर्टिस्ट्री। एज क्या है तुम्हारी? मेरी 22, 23 सॉरी। वाओ गुड चेटअप। रियल मैड्रिड का अवे किट देखो, क्रेजी है। अनाउंस हो गया? थैंक यू सो मच फॉर द 1 किक नो एस बाय। इधर है। नहीं आया। किधर है? ये वाला ग्रीन वाला? ओ ठीक है, अच्छा है। ओ एक्चुअली अच्छा है ब्रो। नाइस, गुड फॉर यू गाइस। That's actually solid. And GL, that's actually solid. ये क्या गेम खेल रहा है? ये इसकी स्टीम की प्रोफाइल है बेशरम की। ये चाहता है कि मेरी स्टीम प्रोफाइल कोई इंसान खोले देखने के लिए कि मैं कितना अच्छा खिलाड़ी हूं और उसको ये सब दिखे।
बैंग ने
क्या बेशरम इंसान है भाई।
निंजा डिफ्यूज किया, निंजा नहीं किया, मतलब वो किया स्टिक।
टोमिया एंड जेरिया। वाओ, डब्ल्यू चेटअप भाई, डब्ल्यू चेटअप भाई। लेकिन है ना बेड पे ऐसे बैठ के ना ऐसे गर्दान की है ना वाट लग जाती है मालूम, क्योंकि अपना है ना थोड़ा सा पोस्चर बहुत अजीब रहता है बेड पे ये वाले पोस्चर में। गुड चेटअप क्लीन चैट। ऑन स्केल ऑफ 1 to 10 हाउ गुड दीज चेयर्स आर। ये जो चेयर है, क्योंकि मैंने अमेजोन पे देखा ना, ये ऐसी एक सेलबेल की मिल रही है 5,000 की। ऑन स्केल ऑफ 1 to 10 9 8 7 9 10 7 8 7 9 okay like okay for comparison जैसे मैं रेट करूंगा इस चेयर को 10 out of 10 क्योंकि इसमें है इलेक्ट्रॉनिकली एडजस्टेबल लंबार सपोर्ट और ये मसाजर भी है। आंखों आंखों का मसाला। ओए क्या बनाया है भाई, ये मस्त बनाया है। नाइस, जो भी बनाया अच्छा बनाया। प्रशांत, अमान, ये क्या है? नो अबे यार लाइक कर दो। ये देखो दैट्स व्हाई पीपल अक्यूज मी फॉर यूजिंग बॉट वॉचिंग। कल की स्ट्रीम है लेकिन देख रहे हो, दे से आई यूज बॉट वॉचिंग। ओए कल की वीडियो आई है भाई, क्या एडिट है यार डब्ल्यू सलेना। ब्रो कल की वीडियो गोटेड है, कितने व्यूज हुए भाई? अच्छी चल रही है बहुत वीडियो, वो मैंने देखी। $38K views, holy shit in my pants. 42K views already.
आरबी ऑन योरू।
This is a double duelist
भाई यही नहीं करना होता है उनको। आरबी को क्यों खिला रही है लोग duelist?
Different here on Sunset.
I mean, these double duelists have big ults though. These are going to be pretty big on the retake. If they can snowball these ults, you know, the dimensional drift and the conversion pass,
Is this
they have
Ajijai?
some really round-winning potential. What I'm keeping an eye on here for Nongshim.
आदित्य भाई ने 20 रुपए दिया गूगलिया पे और लिखा है गाइस चैट में रिजाइन हर्ष कर दो। अबे यार थैंक यू सो मच फॉर द 20 रुपीस आदित्य भाई। एस्ट्रॉक्स मैंने 40 रुपए दिया है और लिखा है भाई उसको कोई और मिनिस्ट्री दे देंगे एजुकेशन से हटा के। ये देखो
Well, RB's like, no, I'm not done just yet. I'm gonna run it back. We'll see who takes this map number 3 as we toss it on over to our cast.
भले उसको कुछ और दे देंगे मेरे भाई, लेकिन इस चीज के वजह से अभी जो भी उस जगह पे आएगा उसके दिमाग में या हर एक बंदे के दिमाग में ये तो चीज रहेगी कि अगर कुछ मिसअप होता है तो उसको एड्रेस करना उनको इतना जरूरी है कि अगर वो एड्रेस नहीं करते तो लोग इतना शो अप कर सकते हैं। लोग आंसर मांगने के लिए इतने लोग शो अप कर सकते हैं।
I think it's a mistake to doubt them going into map 3.
Now, so here's the thing. I'm looking at this. I have a bad feeling, but I'm willing to be agnostic.
वीडियो से अर्निंग नहीं होती चैट।
Wrong.
ऐसी
Show
है।
me that this has legs and that it can work. Because if not, I'm going to crash out.
I love a man with an open mind. You know, you can.
So
you can
this
really
is a
expand
big
your
W.
horizons. You can think about things. And
If you
see
guys
things
believe
from
or no.
different directions, and that's exactly what Nongshim asking of us, I guess, in this sense.
Yo.
Very open-minded. But now, mid crunch coming through. RB will be able to find one. Autumn going to be
Arre,
taken
wo
down.
andar
It's
ghus
gonna be a
gaya.
trade, but now a trade.
Nice one, Avi,
Find a second
V2.
kill, so player disadvantage for
Crazy.
Gonna be
Oh,
now
shit.
equalized.
2v2.
Nice shot from Ivy.
Right before the door can shut.
Spike's gonna be tough to retrieve. He's actually not inside of that dark cover. Okay, spotted there. As Harvey does recollect it. There's information at least for Nongshim, and they might infer from that that this could be a pivot back over to B. That seems to be what Nongshim are thinking the GE are going to do. GE are indeed heading towards A. So a little pre-rotate there from Extros. It's the split actually from Nongshim. Kind of trying to cover their bases. Really just relying now on Extros to have a nice moment here. He needs to get at least one. Ivy's on his way.
Very silent approach.
इसके पास एक ट्रॉलर है, एक रिकॉन है. एक मार के वो रिकॉन कर सकता है.
I was going to say hold the line here.
30 seconds left.
The Prowler has a haunt, but right clicks. Eventually we'll be able to find it. And there you go. And both players, same frame, basically coming up with the goods.
Aku ka masala.
He knew what the objective was. He knew the responsibility was just slow this down. You could see he did not commit to those fights. He just gets that right click in, ducks back away, tries to buy as much time as possible because he knows Ivy's going to swing there. And at that point, it is almost assured that Nongshim win it. So just ducking back and forth. Ivy, easy kill for him. Nongshim underway nicely here on map 3. Could it be a dream turned to a nightmare of a game for GE?
Still plenty more to play out. See though, as Cam getting the spot, RB having to back away, remove that dart. Molly from Autumn, not going to be able to find much of a catch here, as Cage is going to be popped on either side. Another one set up to try to scale forward, but there's that trip. Autumn going to be taken down, and RB still able to scale forward. Gets the hip fire. Whoa! Has RB! Okay. There's a part 4. Quick kills there with the Marshall.
I'll be on the duelist, huh?
I mean, let's be frank. That had nothing to do with him playing Yoru, but...
RB might be the greatest Yoru in the server. He is the only Yoru in the server, to be fair. But,
that is true.
He's still the greatest.
Very clean. And that is huge. Particularly because now you're going to be able to get that dimensional drift online very, very quickly. He's 2 charges away from having that as we go into Nongshim's bonus.
Big stack over on that A site from Nongshim. I wonder if that's a bit of a read, a counter strat. He seemed to be expecting GE on that side of the map, and they're not going to get it. There is a lot of util still to kind of push through over towards B. You've got a couple of trips. You've got the cam there as well. And information, importantly, starting to go the way of Nongshim now.
Yeah, they are getting fast rotations in. Gate Crash going to be set up just in case there's going to be a pivot back, or if this is all just a bit of a fake. Check in, and okay, RB not quite able to find that shot.
Just
get tagged down to 2 health though. And that's your hard entry.
अबे यार.
Eventually dead to a
RB का kill तो मिला है, लेकिन अपना उड़ो 2 HP है.
Over here towards
oh, the timing, bro.
In hand. Takes quite a bit of damage to the box, but the pivot is being called for.
Yeah, GE playing this kind of slow style that we saw a little more on Breeze as well.
Spike is going back B. ये लोग ये fake कर रहे हैं.
With the rotations of Nongshim.
Nongshim का read बहुत बढ़िया है यार. गया ये round जी यार चल.
A little bit more so, but
ये भी bonus Nongshim को मिल गया.
Another fake.
I mean, you do turn 2 HP. He can cause a bit of a ruckus over towards A.
वो ही rotate कर रहे fake पे. Never mind. थोड़ा जल्दी push कर दिया.
They say, okay.
गया चलो. ये भी bonus गया. अरे bonus गया.
That Phantom in hand is able to find one. It's a little bit more. Plan coming into play. Oh! Gets a jumping headshot.
गया bonus. सही में चले गया.
Despite now going to be stranded. It's 12 seconds remaining.
सही में चले गया रे.
No, it's over.
आई चागा. आई चागा. छोटे गन से खत्म कर दिया गया. गेम गया पूरा. गेम गया हार गए.
हाँ ना यार, अबे नहीं
यार,
फेक अच्छा था, वो लोग पुश जल्दी किए.
नहीं वो फेक अच्छा कैसे था? रोटेशन कहाँ तक आया देखिए बंदे का.
नहीं अरे फेक अच्छे किए लेकिन घुसे जल्दी बी पे. वो लोग रोटेट कर रहे थे.
थोड़ा और सेल करना था वो फेक.
Saw that on the last map. Nongshim very capable of doing that again.
नहीं but I think G खुद confused हो गई थी कि ये लोग अब कहाँ खेल रहे हैं.
I really did think they were
भाई मेरे को तो लगा कि 40 सेकंड में डबल फेक करने वाले हैं.
Nongshim, and I mean they did on map 1, but
they thought कि वो लोग मतलब स्पाइक पहले बी जा रहा था ना, फिर वापस स्पाइक पहले ए जा रहा था, वापस बी आया।
Gone away with murder.
खुद ही कंफ्यूज हो गए वो लोग।
He's got the dimensional drift that you talked about.
Javi knowing where the bread is buttered, he's going to be passing that Vandal carried over from the previous into Patman's hands. As X-Ross watching for this massive mid push, going to be 3-2-1 up into the smoke.
Nice.
Yutan will be able to strike a little bit faster.
भाई दो Vandals, दो rifles है sir.
Autumn going to try to take some space. I mean, this is
Nice peek, bro.
It doesn't really matter too much. As this is just looking like another.
अरे क्या बात है यार, बढ़िया बढ़िया भाई साहब, बढ़िया.
Aimed all after aimed all after.
बढ़िया भाई
goes
साहब.
wrong for Nongshim. The first one, you could kind of say, okay, that's acceptable, but you need to be hitting your shots. That flood coming through from GE is always going to overwhelm you if you're isolated and on your own, and that's exactly what a lot of those Nongshim defenders were.
One enemy remaining.
Okay. Big round to get this one over the finish line with. It's RP. Unable to find anything else there. So Global Esports online in round 4.
Yeah, nice to see them come back on a
round.
little bit earlier than they probably ought to have. Nice kill from Yutan. Had it not gone his way, there was definitely a trade in there as well. So that's good from GE working in tandem, playing together.
Equalizer चाहिए या फिर
ideas are working.
तो चाहिए चाहिए.
They are going to have to go up against still a pretty hefty defense here though. From Nongshim, obviously Harvey this time has an operator instead. Got that neural theft for IV2 if push comes to shove.
Just a Spectre for him though. You've widely got full armors on the side of Global Esports. So
bro, Batman वहाँ पे ऊपर बैठा है. He's expecting a push.
As Francis solo anchoring A for the moment.
आरबी ने ऑप निकाली है, मिड पे लगाई है, लेकिन मिड पे कोई आ रहा नहीं है.
A couple shots going to be exchanged.
That's bold.
Yeah. Bold and ill-advised. Clear the recon back.
This flash is good.
Wants to bait the fight. Paranoia's gone through. X-Ross on the line to swing.
Oh, he just jumped.
Paranoia back in the other direction. Francis has to hightail it back out to safety. He
अकेला साइड में अभी Francis. No shield on him. He has to go back. Oh, Batman.
Patman.
कोई शॉट डॉज किया, हेडशॉट वो.
Reveal, but decides to play it a little bit more quietly. But
Batman is dead.
Flush him out. The op shot going to be connecting.
X-Ross अल्ट कर दिया है. Oh sorry, Autumn अल्ट किया है. CT take कर रहे. Yo, Udotan danced and got one. But damn it, with 2K.
Very much isolated.
Oh shit.
Shock dart through. He's going to be cleaned up. He finds that kill.
Oh shit, how did we lose this? How did we lose this?
Just very quickly.
Damn it, दो कैसे मार दिया भाई?
From Nongshim, isn't it? It really never felt like GE got into that site and felt comfortable at all, because at any given moment there was a Nongshim player that was trying to harass them and cause a little bit of a ruckus when they were still trying to clear that site. First, obviously, it's that shot that comes through from the off, and then you see Dambi come in with a couple.
यार दो मार दिया वो.
Causing a little bit of a concern and trying to draw some crosshairs in his direction, and that's when the rest of the team's swinging in. So just a nice 1-2 punch from Nongshim. It seems like that is working a little better for them now. They've come online, and Platoon, for probably the first time, I would say this split is actually going to have quite a bit to say. He has had a lot of cheers to do and quite a bit of excitement, happy stuff. But now it's getting a bit more serious for GE as they are down in map 3, 4-1. So he's got to give some words of wisdom
लग रहा है.
to try
Chat,
to recover
is
this.
G winning this, or is this going to be a reverse swipe?
By a round. Let's see though what the adjustments end up looking like. I mean, cash-wise, don't believe it's too much to work with. Maybe a bit of a half investment here for them, but Wiley would be working with scraps. Granted,
reverse swipe है.
worked in round 4.
मेरे को भी लग रहा है भाई, अभी तो 4-1 हो गया है.
Hell of a lot better actually than I thought.
G needs to lock in.
Get a glimpse there on the timeout screen.
ऑप लगाइए यहाँ पे B पे. Udo with his ult. G का अच्छा buy भी है ये.
Still that op to try to contend with.
Come on G, locked in.
Overdrive for Yutan though could be a big boon.
Good morning भाई.
हेले
मेरी तो गुड मॉर्निंग ही है. आज मैं टाइम पे सो गई थी. आज कोई गेम खेलनी हो तो बता देना.
क्या बात है.
ठीक है भाई जी.
This is going to be lobbed in, but now it's going to be a drone up and over the top. Overdrive invested. Yutan sliding forward. Cyber X-Ross able to hold his own. Takes him down. Javi, however, forward is able to find 2 kills. Patman now getting a piece of the action as well as RP.
Oh my god, क्या flash किया वो.
Little exit.
2v2.
Short hop away, and they get this into a 2v2.
I mean, Spike's still in transition though, so you've got GE sort of somewhat in control of the site.
Close round,
if he had the Spike, could plant it, but I don't know how Crystal gets across here.
Avi low HP
No
hai.
smokes, no util to kind of cover the cross, no flashes even to try to take the fight. You just have to wait for this peak to come through and then win the fight, but that's not easy when you're down low.
Fights हार रहे बंटाई जी.
Now they'll just double up on the
अबे यार,
angle, but
fights
Ivy will
हार
be
रहे
able to
बादशाह.
secure it. 3K
Fights
for
हार रहे यार.
timeout, not able to find the value. Now the money's been broken down even more.
This is going from bad to worse for GE. They've had moments definitely where they've looked close in this map.
5-1 down है जी.
That little fadeaway that you commented on right in the middle of the play there makes a huge difference. The fact that he gets this kill.
Bro, क्या flash था ये यार.
Just brings it back to that 2-on-2. It's not as much of a coverage.
भाई Eurodan को मिला क्या
He did have a lot of trouble getting that spike across to the site. Crystal was almost left high and dry there. Harvey needed to be a little more prepared to swing that line as well, and at the very least trade that down. But Ivy does a really good job. Nongshim reaping the benefits. Lots of info there as well for that cam.
Now trying to get on a water angle. Just for a timing shot, nothing to be found by this all. Just plays in Ivy. Now striking, RB finds another Crystal with a nice Sheriff shot. Will be able to peel back a kill, but I think I was going to say.
Good 2 kills by
Crystal.
Crystal.
Be able to find too much more than that, but Crystal does it again.
Ooh, the drone throwing off the aim.
Oh, ult commit कर दिया Dambi ने.
Pat's out. Yutan finding the one, but yeah, stuck into the corner. Dambi will be able to clear it out. The
6-1, कोई बात नहीं. Nice eco.
And I'm starting to get flashbacks to Breeze.
Yeah, me too. And that is not good news for GE. This round a little bit too easy. I mean, there was definitely something in it for GE. That kill from Crystal made it maybe interesting, but the opening flurry of kills do come through for Nongshim, and then the conversion path sealed the deal. Dambi might have liked to have held on to that for the next round, but again, may as well toss it in. You're up 6-1. Got other tools in the arsenal to play with here for Nongshim. Back in for round number 8.
B की तरफ जा रहे हैं. RB वापस mid पे ऑफ निकालिया.
RB realizing that's missed the time.
And now he's watching B main.
Another forward hold on A for
Neon
Nongshim.
running back to A.
Just bold here. He's just going to sit that orb. You can see that Nongshim playing with that confidence now. They are starting to disrespect GE.
He really wants his ult, and he hasn't been able to get a kill yet. He's 0-4-2, so he's like, well, I guess I just have to take the orbs then. Found the relative
Nice shot, Avi!
Avi finding a very good timing. Right, as RB's trying to get a bit of a readjustment, can't get that off shot off. So Francis now making noise with that cage, but X-Ross splitting on the opposite side. But now needs to find so much more. He finds himself a third, but it's going to be Javi coming away with 3K of his own. Hunter's Fury going to be called in. Crystal, let's see what else he can find, but Nami plays a little more elusively, and Javi gets caught in midair off that saturate.
Dambi surviving, that's big news. It's back to the 2-on-2.
It's a massive slip of the net here for Dambi.
Yep.
Smoke down to fall.
No, bro, what? What is this guy shooting?
They know exactly where Crystal's still at.
And Ivy's still on the counter at this point as well, so Crystal doesn't really know exactly where he's coming from.
भाई Autumn कैसे मरा उधर swing करते करते यार.
That is giving Ivy all
Autumn
the
का
time
aim
in the
नहीं
world
चल
to
रहा
just continue to work his way forward. Dambi happy to play it
उसके
slow.
crosshair में swing कर दिया Autumn ने भाई.
Trajectory, thought maybe he would just re-wrap back through alley.
Heard that tap.
He's gonna have to commit to it though. Goes for the safest plant.
10 seconds.
Footsteps gonna be heard. Can he separate them down to a 1v1?
Yes! Let's go! Big
Crystal
round! Much needed!
on his feet.
Much needed round!
Giant giving it to him across the stage.
Big freaking round, bro!
A player of Crystal's caliber, you cannot allow to have those isolated fights.
Crystal,
He
bhai,
does have that
saab.
clutch team. We've seen a number of them throughout VCT Pacific this year from Crystal, and in really important
Oh
moments.
shit, bhai, Dambi क्या shoot
It felt
कर
like
रहा
GE
है
was
भाई.
down and it felt like they were out, but Crystal gives them a lifeline. Just a little awkward on the positioning there from Dambi. Couldn't quite swing.
Good round, bhai, good round.
So GE get themselves a second. This is not yet a done deal for Nongshim, but GE have to reward Crystal for his efforts. They cannot let that just be a one and done.
A huge round win for him. And now a gamble stack for Nongshim. That might not be rewarded. RB will make his exit though. Reinforce mid here a bit.
Particularly with the fact that Autumn's got the run it back, you would think that it should be pretty easy for GE to get some info on what the setups look like.
Nightfall and Paranoia. Hell of a lot. Opens up for the orb to grab, so Dambi gonna be 2 charges away from having another conversion. Pat's online. Meanwhile,
right back
does get popped. Trying to take some space into the site. Meanwhile, TP forward from Patman. His own paranoia going to be sent. Relay bolt connecting onto Ivy. Tucked on the corner for now. Trying to
oh my god, Harvey, nice.
Ends up getting caught by a stray. Autumn now able to find RB, but Francis arriving on the
Patman
scene.
smoke निकाल के चल रहा था स्टेयर्स पे. वो लोग aware नहीं थे बैक साइड बंदा है.
They've slowed down the approach, but can they stop the plant and win the round is the question.
Triple peek, what a beautiful peek.
Oh
my god,
Harvey! Wins it! Another Red Bull clutch here from Global Esports. It's been a while, but starting to get back into that, putting that form that we were seeing from them on Ascent.
Yeah, and those clutches are the only things that are keeping GE in the map at the moment. If those go the other way, it is going to be a disaster for GE, but Crystal and Harvey stepping up, giving them a chance. Honestly, I thought this was going to be a little bit of a cleaner round from GE. They seem to kind of get the right idea, get into the site, but
this guy,
really anything done.
This guy, this stage, he's going crazy, bhai.
Rolling on the attack, the belief starting to rebuild. They're starting to get
excited.
Let's
go, bhai.
Picking up the openers in this round,
win this flawlessly,
more of a save from Nongshim than anything else, but any momentum is good momentum at this point as far as GE are concerned.
Ivy को गिरा दिया.
Ivy will be
अबे ये इसके पास ult है यार नहीं.
On red. Conversion path's going to be invested. Double dash over to the side. Crystal. No! No! That was immaculate! Capture it, frame it, hang it in the goddamn Louvre. That was a masterpiece of movement from Dambi.
Yeah, absolutely. GE had no idea where he went. They thought he zigged. In
अरे
fact,
क्रिस्टल को साउंड आया है, वो डैश किया है, क्रिस्टल उसकी तरफ देखा तक नहीं.
He had not a single thought that Dambi could be standing right behind him. Let's have a look at it again.
I mean, this is breaking their wrists, breaking their brains.
Oh my god, bro. Dambi.
Bang, bang. And that is one way to crush the hopes and dreams of Global Esports and their fans, because the comeback, it looked like it was on.
Bro.
And now all of a sudden, you're back to square one. Nongshim in full control again. Money broken for GE. Scoreline ballooning back out. Nongshim feeling good, feeling confident. They've got a few ultis to play with here as well. Gets a little easier for Nongshim on defense for the last couple of rounds of this half.
I'm starting to see why Dambi's playing well. Similar cage setup here. Getting that early alert on the Francis. We'll just give up the space. Going back away, Autumn. Trying to lead the charge with that Vandal, trying to find Dambi, the hero of the previous round, but eventually will just get taken down, so loses out on the ulti. Yudotan loses out on his life. Patman with a nice shot. Will eliminate X-Ross and make on that TP as well. Both lines connecting into Francis' space. Dambi.
What a flash. Oh, thank God.
I mean, paranoia, you get that near sight, you can absolutely see him, so maybe a bit of an overcook from him, but doesn't really matter.
Yeah, all too easy for Nongshim in that round, 8-3. They actually don't burn any of their ultis either, so they've still got quite a contingent to play with here in the final round of the half. GE will reinvest and desperately need this fourth on the attack. GE could still put things together. I think the defensive halves for both teams have looked a little bit better across the board today, so if you do get to 4, you get that pistol on the board. I don't think this is over just yet. GE will still be saying we can make something happen, but definitely needing the fourth round. Saw what happened on Breeze. If they had a little round or two more maybe to play with, that second half could have been interesting. Cannot afford to make the same mistake twice. Get underway into round number 12, taking a bit of mid-control. Yudotan up to his own devices, but apart from that, it's really the defensive side that feels like they're making the moves.
Ivy just slotting in so beautifully, finding that timing. Hunter's Fear is going to be avoided as well. Okay, Final Pulse will be able to hound him down. Meanwhile, Dimensional Drift from RB is just rushing forward, scouting out the whole rest of the team. Jumps back over to the site, now has the operator to further reinforce B. Oh! Spotted, dealt with, dispatched. Javi having his work cut out for him, and ooh, very nice. Skill forward, just tucks in, crouched on the floor. Cleans it up.
मत जा भाई.
Trying to keep distracted. Let them know that it's not safe. They're trying to go for this plant. Ross will put the spike down on the floor, and Javi, can he do it again? Solo on HP, and he's up against Dambi.
कितना मारेगा भाई वो, कितना मारेगा अकेले यार?
9-3. Nongshim looking alive and well despite the changes here on Sunset.
Yeah, it's a very weird half there from GE. They're their own best and worst enemies in a sense. Two really nice clutches, one from Crystal, one from Harvey. You thought there was maybe something in that half still, and then they kind of let that next round slip, and in that case they're their worst enemy. So it could have been more, it could have been less. GE, I don't think are going to walk away from that half being particularly pleased about the proceedings, but Nongshim coming back into their own. Another 9-3 first half here. What they did in the previous map with a 9-3 was a convincing victory on Breeze.
Autumn चलना चाहिए भाई, नहीं तो खत्म है. Autumn चलना चाहिए वरना खत्म है भाई. मैं सुसु करके आता हूँ chat. Like the stream, everyone. Everyone like the stream right away. Subscribe to the channel to let's freaking go.
Plan Harvey can put something together on this defensive side, but it is looking like a tough go for GE going forward.
I mean, he's going to have to. He looked back to when they played this, because this is a map that Global has like next to no experience on overall. It's been very few times that they were playing this, and we've only seen it once so far in Stage 2 versus RRQ. It was a 6-6 with them starting on the defender side. So for them to close out that map 13-9, the lion's share of that work was done on the attacker side. So the fact that they're only able to come up with 3 rounds does not bode good tidings for them at the moment. But if they can get that pistol, they can start to activate a little bit like we saw in the back end of Breeze, there is still a world where they can get this done. But right now, I mean, Nongshim, they have to be feeling so damn confident in themselves to be able to close this out.
All right, pistol round all important for GE. Pretty standard setup, 2-on-2. Crystal wants to have a little bit of a look. Actually end up spotting any of those Nongshim players. They're around the corner a little bit too slow. Still,
अभी इसका कैलोरी काउंट कैसा करेंगे?
So good call.
Curveball going to be sent, swing in the corner. Autumn able to find a headshot, but can't get the kill. RB will take him down, and now they have to try to just backpedal away. Uniton will be able to find one though. They can't play off the saturate. RB gets a second. Crystal seized in position, decayed down to 1. But it's still going to be a 2v2 with a health advantage in the hands of Global Esports.
Nongshim playing with Supreme confidence. They still decide to swarm straight through that dark cover that did come through from Patman.
Oh.
Tags.
60 health between them now.
Yeah. Need headshots out from Nongshim to clutch this here.
It should be GE. Taking the pistol for themselves. The rewrap over towards Market. X-Ross drawing the attention. Francis. Look for the backstab.
Oh my!
Turn it off! Cut the feed!
God dang!
To spare in that round for Francis. It was a freebie. It was on a silver platter, but sometimes the easiest shots are the hardest ones to hit in the end. Start was looking good. RB was putting in work as well. Got a couple of kills on this pistol. But in the end, GE have given themselves once again another lifeline. And that, unfortunately, is really the way I think you have to describe it. It's just GE trying to hold on for dear life. Holding on by their fingernails.
पूरी सी टट्टी से निकल गई भाई.
इसका मतलब प्रो प्लेयर भी विफ करता है.
I mean, you have to just try to lap that one off.
नहीं तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है आप हर्ष भाई को प्रो प्लेयर बोल रहे.
You've still got a massive lead here. I don't think it should be a massive tilter for Nongshim, but that is how these kinds of recoveries start, right? You need a little bit of luck to go your way as GE, and I think it's fair to say that is a little bit lucky to win the pistol there. Of course, you have to capitalize on it, and Unitan doing a good job of that. Couple of taps straight away. Picks up the opening 2.
I hate that guy.
Ivy with some decent damage on the Patman. But looking good for GE.
अबे कैमरा ही नहीं खुल रहा है.
Flawlessly. It would be huge for them. Oh, okay.
Oh my God, are we serious?
Move from RB. I mean, just CP right to his face.
Oh, thank God.
Ivy will be found in mid. RB should be dead on the sentry, but Dambi now scaling forward over to Boba, running out of bullets into the saturate, trying to buy some space. Meanwhile, RB dead. Spike can't be planted. And Dambi has to do it all. Any damage he can get is going to be very welcomed, but will just be some armor rebuys there onto Uniton as well as Crystal. And Global Esports close out the anti-eco pretty cleanly.
That's a good start. But that's really all that it is at the moment for GE. Need to see some more. It's really the same story that we were selling on map 2.
I'm a full flash भी नहीं हुआ था.
Nongshim's map to lose at the moment, but GE still fighting hard to try to make something happen here. First gun round yet to come. It's going to give us a bit more of an insight as to what Nongshim are going to put together on this attack.
Thank
It will
God,
be,
khul gaya
again,
bhai.
towards the B site that it would seem they will signal their intentions. We'll get a little bit of a peek from Harvey. In fact, he's going to commit to the side hold. Forward hold. He's got a cam.
And this is completely unconditioned, but Prowler is not going to check for it. Nongshim.
I don't know if they are going to check for
How
it.
Oh my God!
Can he get?
Oh my God!
He's got the paranoia here potentially as well.
Oh my God!
It's involved. They
Here's the
haven't
swing.
watched.
And oh, turn it off.
It's okay, bro. It's okay, my goat. It's
Not
okay.
again.
It's okay.
Oh boy.
It's okay, my goat. It's okay.
Flashes out
Totally
on both
fine.
sides. Autumn and RB kind of missing each other like ships in the night.
It's a good spot to be in for RB. Drone's not going to see him
Drone
either.
doesn't check him. RB, I swear. You got to hit the shot, surely. He does.
Hey,
Connecting in with
bhai.
2. Spam, and Crystal going to be dinged to the wall. Chip down to 25, and Patman.
Spike planted.
Oh, so much weight on his shoulders. Stop Nongshim from getting into double digits, but they know exactly where
Be
he's at. Finds that
yaar.
kill, and the second shot from Crystal will not connect.
Yeah, somebody had to restore some sanity to this game, and his name is RB. Those 2 kills, exactly as required. GE fold on their bonus. Harvey is going to be kicking himself because that was really the opportunity. Look, he's not happy.
Oh no.
Koi
You
baat
can't
nahi
blame
yaar.
him.
No, you can't. Those watching, let he was not whiffed throw the first stone.
Exactly, we've all been there.
इंसानियत
I've been
के
known
लिए उसने
to
एक
throw
दिया
in a
हम
table
एक
slam
दिए
or 2 back in the day.
कोई बात नहीं भाई, कोई बात नहीं यार. माँ कसम क्या पूरा गेम खेला है हावी अकेला.
Putting up right now on this map. Widely, he's been the one guy on Global Esports who's keeping them in this even remotely.
Exactly.
Well, 10-5, again, not over just yet for GE, but gets monumentally harder if they end up losing this round, because it will then be an eco round for GE. They'll have no money. This is kind of do or die for them.
Might fall to market. Patman backpedals. Maybe able to TP past that one, but it's right into the open.
खत्म है यार
He's
शायद
trying
ये
to
गेम.
just avoid the util, but he can't avoid the players. Has to know that they're
Game
going to be
खत्म हो
scaling
गया
it
बे.
quickly. Better just eat the ult and make an exit.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Javi corralled in, pinned, dispatched by the shorty.
Francis was just
Game
playing
खत्म
with
हो गया.
Harvey and waiting for Danby to come.
They should save.
Well, they didn't save that round that you spoke about it
Which
on
is why
Breeze.
I'm trying to hope that they can hear me.
Will it into existence.
Get the ear cup off.
Manifest. Well, it looks like they will hear you this time around. Yudatan and Autumn opting to take the rifles into the next round, but I don't know if all the good it's really going to do.
It's over.
It's going to be 11 for Nongshim. The
over.
recovery is going to be a long one for Global Esports.
Yogesh bhai, I use Canon M50 Mark II with
maybe if he picks up
16mm lens,
drop that
Sigma lens, 1.4 aperture.
Potentially put together a round off the back of that as GE. I can see a way that it could come together, but it just doesn't feel like it's GE's day today. Danby's getting away with too much. Nongshim in general confident at the
कैलोरी काउंट
moment.
कैसा करता है अभी आज तो मम्मी ने इतना सब
RB, another map
ये
back to
लाके
back.
रखा है
It's
ना
been a really good performance
फरार
from
का
him.
फरार बोल रहा हूँ इसका उपवास का सामान तो मेरे को पता नहीं इसमें कितनी कैलोरीज है तो मैं पूरा पेट भर के नहीं खाऊंगा स्ट्रीम होने के बाद जितना खाया उतना मैं वो ऐप में डालूंगा कितना क्या क्या खाया और फिर देखूंगा उस हिसाब से डिनर रखूंगा
No ultimates online at the moment. Close in the cycle, yes, but still a ways off, and the credits are low.
शॉट हो रहा है बंटा 11-5 हो गया है
Just will run it back. One away from having an overdrive.
कौन सा ऐप है हेल्दी
Maybe
5
allows for you to drop the gun, pop the ult.
Exactly.
Make a go of it from there.
I think that's what it's going to have to be for GE. You do have to go for this round for sure. Feels like a lot of this rests on the shoulders of Yudatan, though. He has to find that opening pick, charge up that overdrive.
Shadow Bite, thank you for the 40 rupees. जी हारेगी रे पक्का. इनका नसीब नहीं है.
Portion of firepower here for GE.
ठीक है Shadow Bite भाई.
They're going to invest as well.
Thank you
they
for the
are
party.
going all in on this.
Khelraay repack a high ink and Nasib and
Big stuff in chat.
Not all in, obviously, but a lot in.
Ethan, hello!
Pistol upgrades.
What's
They want to
up?
make something happen in this round. That's the indication that we're getting from GE.
What Chat, we
does
got a
it
kick stuff
actually
in the
look like
chat.
turbo?
Let's
It's not gonna be an
go.
overly aggressive setup from them. 4 players over on A though. Is the 4-1 split again?
Ethan is the founder of Kick. Is it chat? What?
Around mid.
Director of Kick. Yo, welcome. Thank you so much for joining.
And if this gamble stack
Our team is losing, so we are sad, but
for global
thank you so much, bro.
Shadows traveling. It's going to be a very dire situation for them. Can Nongshim avoid the potential catastrophe? So far, the answer is looking yes.
10 gift कर दिए Ethan भाई ने.
Some exploration, maybe at least a re-clear.
Holy shit! Thank you so much, Ethan, for the 10 gifted. Yo! W Ethan.
4-player trap.
W Ethan. Shit.
Another smoke down. It might delay even further.
Thank you so much for the 10 gifteds on Kick, Ethan.
Farby takes that gate crash.
Yo!
Just shoulder to shoulder with Crystal.
It's a good setup here. Paranoia.
Gibson's got that rifle, but Dambi just clears him out.
Bro, kaise?
Haven't going to be saturated now. They're starting to push forward. Javi will be able to intercept in mid.
3 guys on site. Nice.
Taking down X-Ross now, joining him in the grave. The time getting away from them, but Francis still able to find one. Jumps forward into the smoke. Batman holding his own.
Nice
Dambi dead to the shock dart.
Ivy's
And
on the
Ivy is
outside.
a world away.
Oh,
That's
big
the
shot.
round over.
Big shock, big shock, big
Trying to cut
shock.
off rotators, but
Let's go.
It's just a critical misunderstanding and misread here.
yeah. All
Let's
right,
go,
GE
let's go,
get
let's go.
one, and a pretty cheeky one as well.
How are you finding Kick, my man? I'm enjoying it. My whole chat is enjoying it.
Investment will come through for Nongshim.
Thank you so much for the gifteds, man.
And how did this all go wrong? You thought
Chat
with that
बताओ
kill,
Ethan भाई को कैसा लग रहा है
Nongshim
Kick?
had it done. That was the rifle taken away from Yudotan, but Harvey perfectly timed on the rotation. I think that is the moment where, you see Harvey getting that kill in mid. You think, okay, well, if I'm now lurking on the other
Crazy,
side,
bhai.
I kind of need to pick the pace up here as Ivy.
Bro, another 10 gifted by Ethan.
What?
What?
And try to find him. I'm not sure, but either way,
Yo!
it's a moot point. As we head into round 18, another attempt
Holy
here
shit.
for GE to hold on.
I don't think the cam's been toggled, or at least maybe Javi.
Boy, stop.
He hasn't gone for it, I don't think.
20 gifted on Kick by Ethan. W's in the chat.
Sucker on the shoulder. Refract out. And, I mean, this is drawing some attention, but the spike is still a world away.
A is
But A has been given up, and now this time Ivy can absolutely
Ethan भाई
find
जैसे
value
आए
on the
जी
lurk.
जीतने लग गई है.
This round much better. Patman's going to port out.
No, canceled. Swings the corner. He's dead.
How is this guy here,
Javi,
chat?
quick little turnover to the side from Market. Will be able to find at the neural depth.
उन लोग को A मिल जाएगा भाई free.
No, that all of Nongshim are getting ready to take the A site, but they're
Dambi
not
has
there
his eye.
yet.
This is quite a quick rotate. It has to be said from GE. They've done well
Push
to
time.
get back across.
No, this is still very possible for them. Convergent paths as well going to be invested very early.
No,
The spike's not even
boy,
planted yet,
spam
but now
में
Crystal's
मारा है
getting
यार.
struck down. Francis finds the one. Swing
Nice.
in. It's a little bit whiffy there from RB. Only a smattering of damage on the
3v3.
Yudotan. As this goes into a 3v3, the slide in. Dami with covering fire, able to find the one, but Autumn trading it back.
Nice. 1v2. He's 60 HP.
1v1 X-Ross. It's been a little bit of a slower game for
Nice.
him. Back over onto this initiator position. It's way too much damage and will get taken down. It's another round for Global.
I have to jump on the work call. Thank you so much, Ethan, for joining in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the 20 freaking gifted.
Ivy, which is basically going to get a guaranteed
Hope you
kill.
have a great
Yeah,
stream,
he
brother.
does
Great
go
to see
down,
you
but
all.
they
Thank you so much,
immediately
Ethan.
make the
Thank you so
call.
much.
As soon as Ivy gets
Damn,
this kill, they
bhai.
know that's the lurker. And then, honestly, they've
Sala.
almost beaten Nongshim back over to the side.
Bro, क्या crazy
which
चीज
is
है ये
crazy to
यार.
think. Maybe you could argue Nongshim were just a little bit, maybe too
Wait.
slow on
माँ कसम बाहर गांव के इसमें बाहर गांव के प्लेटफॉर्म पे उसका मेन मेजर बंदा अपने चैट में आया बनता है W है ये तो. Thank you यार, thank you Pasha. Ethan Pasha W.
First half it looked like a done deal. Second half you see GE starting to come back together, and then it sort of fell apart for them. But now they have another bite at that cherry. They have another shot at it. We'll see if GE can.
Bro, Ethan, please don't go. Our team is winning because of you.
Really hard.
Don't go, Pasha.
Today to maintain their win
अरे
streak.
गेला काय तो हरली मग आता. बट अगर वो गया तो खत्म है.
I believe this is the first time out of the series for Nongshim. As strange as that is, the
मक्खन लगाया कर 50 गिफ्टेड करते हैं. ये देखो इनको. अरे माँ कसम, इधर 20 गिफ्टेड किया है तो मक्खन लगाया कर. यार चाटू क्या उसकी?
That intervention is going to lead to a match point established here for Nongshim. Global Esports are really going to make the things interesting. One charge away from the run it back. The Hunters here nearly online as well. It's just from the shadows for Francis at the moment.
Nongshim having a bit of a look over toward A. Clone's gone forward, not going to be fooling anybody. GE still on the push. Flash is good.
Dambi's even better. Crystal and Autumn both going to be struck down. That's both potential ultimates for Global Esports out of this equation.
Ethan भाई, अरे Ethan भाई को बुलाओ. Ethan भाई लौट आओ. Ethan भाई मजाक नहीं हो रहा है.
Unitron has been struck down.
Ethan भाई, अरे यार.
Straw that breaks the camel's back for GE. They looked again so good. They were coming back into it, but immediately off the back of that timeout, Nongshim goes one better. And I don't even know if it was necessarily the timeout conversation or just Dambi having a bit of X factor.
Oh, you're still here, bro. Please stay. Please stay, Ethan. Please
A
stay.
bit of Ivy in mid as well.
Ethan, please stay.
Just have to try to hold on to the weapon, but no.
यहाँ पे मारना था
Can't even
यार.
do that.
पे
Flawless
यार.
round to get up to match point Nongshim. One more to go.
अबे यार वो blind थे सारे
Feel
यार.
like a bit of an upset victory over Global
Bro,
Esports.
come on.
3 flash.
Yeah, back's really against the wall now, GE.
अकेला dodge किया था.
Honestly, the setup looked good. The flash looked decent. You
सब
sometimes just
off-guard
can't
पकड़ा
beat a
रहे
bit
थे.
of individual brilliance, though. And then again, that's the danger of being down at such a deficit, because those kinds of moments are going to happen at this level. GE have not given themselves enough room. This defensive half has been better, but it hasn't quite been enough to recover what was a 9-3 first half. So now, no more mistakes allowed for GE. And they do need a little bit of luck to get through this as well. The call is going to be to go towards the B site. They're going to send everything at this round.
He's going to be attacking Javi yet again.
पकड़ लिया.
Tripwire going to be broken. Dami, a little bit of a more shallow entry than he would have liked, but still takes that space forward onto the side.
Oh shit,
Saturate
oh shit.
going to be lobbed in. Spots him out. Javi dead. Screwed. No options, no recourse. Just hounded down. The run it back already invested and dealt with. Unitron will be able to break forward towards market. As Dambi gets spammed down. Hunter's Fury now going to be called in. Crystal needing to deliver as Dambi tries to hold the door here.
No, bro.
X-Frost taking the first fight. 1 HP remaining. Gets himself a second kill. Francis finds Autumn, and now it is just Crystal intercepted. Bow in hand. As Nongshim Red Force close this out.
Well,
a very rough start into 2 overall decently breezy maps. 13-7 on Sunset to tie things up.
Yeah, and this series is almost a metaphor for Nongshim's season so far. Last week they had to play the back-to-back games. They had to play the Super Week, two matches in one.
दोस्तों क्या आप लोग गेमिंग करने वाले हो?
क्या अभी?
हाँ.
नहीं ब्रो.
अभी मैच नहीं देखोगे?
नहीं.
क्यों?
मैं गांव जा रहा हूँ.
सीक्रेट तुम गांव जा रहे हो?
हाँ मैं गांव जा रहा हूँ.
कौन सा?
आपका गांव किधर है?
अरे
पाकिस्तान?
हाँ?
आपका गांव तो पाकिस्तानी है ना?
अबे मेरा कैसे हुआ? मेरी दादी का गांव था ना.
हाँ तो हुआ तो ना.
अब मैंने तो देखा भी नहीं हो कभी. हाँ नहीं मैं भरूच जा रहा हूँ. पोटैटो के घर जा रहा हूँ.
अच्छा.
तो गांव जा.
अरे गांव ही है ना उसका.
अच्छा. अभी ऐसा.
ओए क्लच भाई तुम गेम देखने वाले हो?
यार देखने का तो मन तो है पर अभी.
इवन सीक्रेट.
कम ऑन ब्रो. सीक्रेट का अब हर्ष भाई देखना चाहिए मजाक सेट के.
ओके.
सीक्रेट का अपन कोई भी गेम नहीं देखेंगे फिर.
क्या सीक्रेट? भाई मैं तो गेमिंग कर रहा हूँ.
गेमिंग कर रहे हो?
यप.
यार.
ओए 2000 वैलोरेंट पॉइंट्स ये कर दिए. रिडीम कर दिए एस भाई ने. एस भाई कांग्रेट्स ऑन विनिंग 2000 वैलोरेंट पॉइंट्स ऑन किक.
चैट से पूछते. चैट गेमिंग और T1 टीम सीक्रेट.
Chat, are we doing gaming? Gaming? Gaming time? जी बाहर हो गई क्या? नहीं भाइयों, जी बाहर नहीं हुई। जी का रिकॉर्ड अभी भी अच्छा है यार, रिलैक्स।
चैट बोल रही है गेमिंग।
लेट्स गो देन।
रुक जा, मेरे को पोटैटो को पूछ के आने दो क्या सीन है, सो जाना है कि नहीं घर।
चैट
फिर बताता हूँ मैं।
हम लोग गेमिंग कंटिन्यू कर रहे हैं किकनू पे। पिन मैसेज में लिंक है, आप लोग देख सकते हो। अबे यार मेरे को ईतन भाई को किकनू का गाना सुनाना चाहिए था। पिन मैसेज में लिंक है। वी आर कंटिन्यूइंग गेमिंग ऑन केक। आ जाना किक पे। सी यू गाइस ऑन केक। न्यू गेम हम लोग शाम में खेलेंगे यूट्यूब पे, ठीक है, इफ पॉसिबल। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर
खबर आई
वॉचिंग।
है कि हम आज नहीं जा रहे।
ये तो खेल रहे।
आ जाओ आ जाओ
ये सर
आ जाओ आ जाओ आ जाओ। सुनो सुनो, फिर वैलोरेंट खेलते 2-3 घंटा और फिर 1 घंटा प्लेटफॉर्म खेलते।
सेकंड गेम किसका है?
सेकंड गेम टीम सीक्रेट केआरएक्स